Let's talk Fairlease.
Let's.
Fairlease.org. And look who's here. It's Travis from Community Mechanical. He's here today just so he can do a lot of live spots with us because he uses like everybody that advertises with us, and he has great experiences, right?
Absolutely.
Why did you hook up with Fairlease? In fact, all the Community Mechanical vehicles now leased through Fairlease.
Yes. My vehicle, Drew's vehicle, every new vehicle we've gotten, even some of the ones we got with their competitor D&M, went to them. They gave us a lower rate, saved us about $400 per vehicle from the ones we'd gotten from D&M per month.
Wow. That adds up when you add up. Right?
It does, man, especially
as
with
a
the
small
holidays
business
approaching.
owner. With the holidays approaching and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, fairlease.org. That is how you can do this situation. Make sure that you mention the Dumb Zone if you talk to somebody, when you talk to somebody, but you can do the drop-down menu. You could just you can shop for vehicles wherever you are, like right here.
That's right, fairlease.org. Whether you're a business, individual, get it done at fairlease.org. They are going to treat you fairly at fairlease.org. I kind of like to have a thing coming up, and we were doing it at the beginning.
You never know what we're going to do, though.
I like the crossfade.
Like some people would say, yeah, you weren't broadcasting on a Wednesday, but here we are. We are broadcasting on a Wednesday. Happy Business Wednesday. Tomorrow will be our Business Wednesday because we'll be driving to Denver.
Today's Thursday. The rest of the world, everyone thinks this is Tuesday, but today is Wednesday.
He don't always like Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Doesn't always like Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Whoa.
God.
Yes, we are not on the road just yet. We are downtown Dallas in our Game Day Men's Health Studios. Travis goes there, too.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. Powerful hug today.
Travis, a hulking man.
Bros.
Travis in as a sit-in today. We'll talk to him extensively throughout the show. But definitely a hulking man. Have you played basketball with these guys yet?
Not yet. Turns out trying to schedule that during the first summer of owning an HVAC company is difficult.
I thought it ambitious at the time.
Yeah, but I thought you were like playing checkers with him or whatever he does with his grandpa, and now he does it with
Texas 42.
Yeah, we did that
Very
3 minutes
fun
from my house.
Domino's game.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we went to him.
So you'll show up if he does a show or a thing. What do you do? What is this, a pop-up, a flash mob?
Once a month, the subbies that are interested in playing a little 42, we get our
it's so
together
funny
and
that
watch
like
Monday Night Football.
The concept of meeting up with friends is so confusing to Dan that he doesn't even know what to call it.
What is this thing that you do?
Flash mob? How do you get it out? You send a pigeon to your friend? Like
this isn't a bunch of his friends, though. This is people he doesn't know.
These are subbies. These are my friends.
All right.
We have a great time. You should come out.
Okay, I will. Anybody buy that?
You have to go to game day first.
Can you imagine seeing me at one of these?
No, I can't.
I don't know what this game 42 is. I retired 42.
Listen,
I retired that number in everything I do.
That's true. Did Clowney do the celly? He had told us he was going to do a Jackie Robinson celebration.
What does that mean?
No, but he was good on Sounds of the Sideline this week.
Get
I heard a little bit of that.
Get spiked by a white opposing player?
I think he just wanted to do a baseball celebration because he was wearing 42 and never really thought that was going to be happening.
Okay.
They kind of just threw him a number.
Anyway, also in studio throughout the whole day today, because we are doing picks, DeeZ picks with the Cirque du Sirois. It is Mike D. Sirois.
Hello.
Mike Du Sirois.
Wow. Hi, Dumb Zone.
Hi, Mike.
Honored to be in the Game Day Men's Health Studio today.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
There's got to be a location near you.
Oh, yeah. They're everywhere.
They really are.
Yeah. So conveniently located.
You can't throw a rock and not hit one of them.
No.
I'll throw it to the next one because I'm on testosterone.
Yeah.
Skip a couple.
That jacked up. What, is 42 a game? I'm sorry.
It's a domino game.
Oh. Okay.
But again, the central thing here, Dan is I don't even know what 40. It's just hanging out that like short circuits his brain.
Yeah.
The game is inconsequential.
It's a fun game.
And this is once a month?
Yeah. Would you like to come?
Like poker night.
I don't really play dominoes. I don't know how.
Okay.
Again, I think you're focusing on the wrong thing.
Do a marble race.
But there are games
Mike
that
Sawyer
he
will be there.
could have invited me to that I would have been interested in. Yes, I'm not really interested in dominoes, but yeah.
What's mahjong? Are broads doing this? Anybody?
My wife is into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Is that the Pebble? No.
No, it's like matching two suits of cards
Matching tiles.
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 Yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah, with all the Asian symbols, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do we just
North
like
American
every
symbols.
10 years, women get like a new game that you'd never heard of? Like, oh, here's Bunko for a decade, and here's Pinochle for.
Dude, Vita's at a retirement place, and they offer that shit every day.
Of course they do.
And like, she doesn't do anything. She won't leave her place. But I'm like, Pinochle, 3 o'clock. And she has no clue what it is. Or bridge. I don't know how to do bridge. Do you know how to play bridge?
I think it's making a comeback.
Is that the one they play in jail? What do you play in jail?
No, that's
spades.
spades.
Okay,
How about euchre?
Oh, that's
because
fun too.
they wanted me to learn that in the Hab, and I'm like, dude, there's no way. You guys are from prison.
In college,
I'll
there was
never
always a
get out.
euchre game going on in the door. In the
Euchre?
anybody know euchre?
Man, I'm the wrong guy.
I learned it in
suck at
college.
this stuff.
See, there are
That was my bit.
offshoots of spades that euchre probably is one. We had a different version in Florida called tunk. And this is a football team based thing.
You ever play schna? It's a game called schna.
No.
It sounds like a slur.
It's played with dice. I don't know. My Scandinavian, I guess he's a Scandinavian friend.
Sven?
Sven. He introduced us to schna. And if you visit Sven in Cleveland, you're going to be playing schna.
Okay.
Or golden tea. It depends. If you go out, you're going
A
to
man
play
of
golden
culture.
tea. If you stay in, you're going to play schna. Anyway,
Well, Mike's here because his cohorts won't be today. So I said, look, the three of us.
yeah, buy-in very limited on it.
Well, listen, the three of us are getting a run at their holes today. He's just going to have to take it.
Oh, we actually
he's
did-
showing up for all three.
Yeah, why don't we just move picks up to when we could do picks Sunday right when games end.
We're-
We could do our picks for the
it
next
is our
week.
fault. I forgot we moved the date. We usually do it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mike usually does a program on Thursday. You guys still doing that this week?
Yeah, did it
Okay.
last night. Can I tell you one of the biggest topics? We talked about the theft of the Louvre.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing story. Fascinating.
Are there any follow-ups since I did it at a quick hitty type thing? Is there anything new? I know they said they thought they were like, I don't know, part of an organization, but obviously.
I don't have any of that because Cash sort of downloaded just the info, even for me, and it was very interesting. But it did devolve into us robbing one of y'all's 2 houses.
That would be so hard.
Well, we agreed on Dan's house.
Yeah.
And not even robbing, maybe just rearranging shit, like just to show we could do it. Like Bottle Rocket, the first robbery, they robbed their friend's mom's house,
Yeah, practice.
Like take it real easy. But we're like, we're not doing Jake's house because number one, he'll just be awake all the time. And both him and Kristen will beat our asses. So we settled on Dan's place.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything. Well, I don't know. You don't want to be like, yeah, my house is super easy to rob. But
No, I've got lasers. I got a lot of security
We're
in
ready.
there.
We have mirrors.
Wire
we got
Will just
lasers.
added a couple of cameras, so
But we're thinking, because Danny said he knows the code to your garage. And then I'm like,
I got to change that. I've
Everyone
given that out
does,
to way
dude.
too many people.
Yeah,
A lot of people know.
does
it.
every
Yeah.
guest know it?
it's in the Discord.
And we'd only go for the Dragon Den. We're not going for, your main house.
Well, and that's the only part I care about is the dragon. Like,
Yeah.
The rest of it's very vulnerable.
yeah,
There's
it's
no alarm.
The rest of it's my
No.
wife's. But don't take my Dirk poster.
We'll stay on guard.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I
Then
I
I'd
think-
have to, see if you guys would actually get yourselves together, get over there. Like, that's the thing I'm betting on.
Yeah, it's too far.
You won't actually, yeah.
it's so far. It's just in another county. They're out.
It's no Pottsboro, but it's pretty far.
That's right. We missed you in
Yeah.
Pottsboro.
I think I have some cups in the car for you.
We had some people very upset. They paid extra to get a little Sirois, and Sirois, apparently that wasn't enough extra. Sirois can be bought.
Well, to be clear, he didn't get the money.
He
I feel
would have.
like I know,
Yeah,
but I wanted at least.
he would have got that.
There
money.
was a money versus mileage debate that I
Sure.
could have in my head.
We all have it.
It was a long way away. But once I saw the effing cups, I felt like an asshole.
Well,
that they put your
Yes!
face, your image on it.
Featuring or
like
with special guests.
it was a huge thing. Yeah.
Which I found out at midnight the night before, which I didn't know. Sorry.
great dudes, you know,
They seem cool.
kind of make this whole thing go. Thanks, guys.
I'll be there next time.
So, good friend of ours sent us an article, which I was going to mention something about this today anyway, because did you see, this is kind of sports, but it's also kind of like just a sesh. Oh, and then I forgot I have a big story to tell you about last night, but let's sesh it up for a second. Apparently the Ravens, they run a bye, right? They're reeling. They had tough times. 1-4. And
I think so.
No, they got to have another one.
1-5?
are they 1-5?
They were 1-4 unless they won their last one.
Who knows?
Nobody can ever tell. But recently, after one of their losses, the Ravens coaching staff decided to remove several distractions
Oh, no.
from the locker room.
Yeah.
Video game consoles.
No.
They have a basketball hoop, cornhole boards, and
Pong.
there's no more ping pong table.
Yep.
Then a good friend sent us apparently there's an article out right now online. I don't know if it's a Barstool thing. I don't know what it
Awful
is.
announcing.
Awful announcing. The complete history of ping pong tables in NFL locker rooms. They just roll down each team and whether or not they have a ping pong table.
Oh, yes.
There's a question mark next to the Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Your team.
They're just having too much fun hanging with McDaniel. They don't have time for
Vaping.
It says here the saga of the 2022 Dolphins ping pong table deserves its own 30 for 30.
Every city's doing this?
Yes, please.
First, so this is when Mike McDaniel started.
Yeah.
They added the ping pong table to increase camaraderie before the season.
Mhm.
Have you heard that anywhere? This was credited as a brainchild of the Mike McDaniel regime. They got off to a 3-0 start. And then they lost 2 straight, and team captains removed it, saying it was too much of a distraction. McDaniel lauded this serious decision and the inspiring leadership that it showed.
What happened?
So Mike McDaniel says, Tyreek and the captains decided they wanted to take a step forward with all their opponent prep with regard to the team and their preparation with our game plans in general. So he made the move to take the ping pong tables out of the locker room. To me, that is leadership.
I think he just needed the paddles for his wife and kid at home.
So Tyreek Hill, the media asked him about, Mike McDaniel said, what a strong leader you have turned into. And in his press availability, he said, actually, the reason the ping pong table isn't there is because he was getting a custom-made table to replace that. Like, he was actually upgrading.
Legos.
So,
That's great. Everyone's just BSing. It's
Yes.
phenomenal.
and of course, we all know about the Dallas Cowboys ping pong table
Yeah, I had forgotten.
because it brings out the competitiveness in the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, like if they're 1-6 right now, is the table gone?
Right.
Yeah, who
Right.
knows?
Is only the offense playing ping pong?
Right.
Yeah, only they get to go to dinner. Paintball. Yeah, it's we haven't heard too much about it. It's been, listen, you guys may have been joking about the fired by Thanksgiving thing, but of all the issues, he's the least of their worries right now. The coach.
No, I agree. He's kind of great.
And you can tell if you participate in NFL social media or whatever, talk like the smart people, the opinion maker people are coming around on him big time. And Clayton Adams has a lot to do with that.
Well, everybody's going to do that when you have such a great record of 3-3-1.
I think what I'm saying is that people who are able to look beyond the record to actually try to, like, what's happening here have a lot of respect for him and his nominal offensive coordinator through 7 games. I mean, Mike Mike LaFleur almost cost the Packers that game in the Packers tie, right? There was a pretty questionable series of events in the Panthers game. Well, there's at least one other coaching situation this year I recall saying we'd be all over Shoddy for that. Now, it could turn at any moment, but he's been fine.
He does have Dak.
Yeah.
3 first-round picks on the line, 2 number 1 receivers, a running back having a career year. He's got a lot to play with.
Some of that is because of him, though. Like, if you draft offensive linemen and then they get better under you coaching, I mean, I don't know. I can tell we're possibly going to Jason Garrett this guy, where we give him no credit for anything ever. But this could be going a lot more poorly.
Let's mention Flooring Direct, DFW, right now. That's the place that has Rick Renner actually is working as a sales guy there. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was
like
made
if you
aware
meet
of
Rick
that.
Renner,
Yeah, you should go
for
watch
30
the game
seconds.
streams
He
from
will
Sunday.
tell you that he is with Flooring Direct, and he will tell you about their great deals.
Well, they are great deals.
Mm-hmm.
They are great deals. You get a 36-month 0% financing right now. New floors in your home, nothing down. 0 for 36 months. Again, nothing down. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
Can I read a copy point?
You may.
It says here, backed by popular demand. That's what I wanted to focus on. In-stock carpet starting at just $1.99. Installed with pad.
There was
so
there were
apparently this
protests.
was gone. Yes.
Yeah.
And then people were making signs.
Yeah, they just sent
there
in
was
the
a
National
letter
Guard.
writing campaign.
Uh-huh.
Since it's installed with pad, it was
Tifa.
I was thinking they were buying like little
The noodles?
the maxi pads
Oh.
and mailing them in.
Like-
Remember like a TV show got canceled and they sent in like
Something, yeah.
you would send in something related to the
Yeah.
show, and then that just showed the executives, and that's what they did. Dan Ratliff listened to you,
Because you sent in
The
all
mob.
those noodles.
the woke mob, just the flash mob.
Anyways,
What?
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. You're gonna have people coming over to your house for the holidays. Don't let them just look down upon you and your nasty floors.
No,
Upgrade them with Rick Renner and Flooring Direct. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
so I told you I might actually. I'm gonna have them out to visit and give us an estimate because for extra reason now, like that's been fast forwarded. Because yesterday, this is what I did last night. Number one, I'm already fully packed, so I'm feeling pretty good about my time allocation to what I was doing at home. But
It's been
number
3 or
two,
4
I'm not
days.
positive I'm fully packed because woke up this morning. I'm trying to wake up earlier, and I can't. I can't wake up before 6 now. If you guys want to leave at 7, I'm going to be cool tomorrow. And Blake's going to, like, Uber over.
Yeah, I mean, looks like we have storms this weekend, and I don't want to leave my car over there outside. So it's either that or get my wife and 2 boys out the door at 4:30.
Everybody choose your own path. I mean, I don't care. You can
you
smash
guys
my car in with a hammer in front
driving?
of Dan's house if you want.
Yeah, we're driving.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, we're taking a little
Mini RV.
Sprinter van.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sprinter
Yeah.
van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the one you were in? Yeah.
Yes.
We'll probably be taking it to Austin. Oh, actually, probably not. But anyways, yeah.
Anyway, so I am thinking I need to pack like some sweats
Yeah.
because I think it's going to be kind of cold.
Could be.
Well, I thought it was going to be warmer, but apparently it gets cold at night. And
No, we're going to Colorado.
it's Colorado.
Well, no. So I just found this out this morning. I'm looking at the map and how to get there and stuff, and how long it'll take. Denver is actually north of Dallas. Did anyone know that? I thought it was like right across.
Did anyone not know
Yeah.
that? Even the people listening.
It's well north of Dallas, as a matter of fact. We're
Did
gonna
anyone not know
could,
that?
How could
we're gonna go way past Wichita Falls and everything. Like it keeps going up. I thought maybe up to Wichita Falls and then over. No.
Hard
It's
left.
just a diagonal right up.
what if we
I've never really looked. I've been to Denver, but I never really paid attention to how I got there. It was on a plane.
due west be like Tijuana or something? I don't know. But
Yeah, are we
wouldn't
even
you-
north or south of Phoenix?
Yeah, you're not.
No, due west is like Albuquerque.
Okay.
Look at a map. dummy.
Oh my God.
You're an
No,
idiot.
it's not Albuquerque. It's fucking Baja, California. It's Tucson, Arizona,
Well, there you go.
and the Mexican border. Albuquerque is probably 3 hours north alone.
My point is, maybe it's also
This is
colder
insane.
because it's north.
Denver's halfway to Canada.
Well, who knew?
what are we talking about?
Everyone knew.
I'm here to report, for those that didn't know,
Yeah, man, you need.
Colorado considerably west.
I think you probably want to pack like this is California and then some.
Well, then I've decided I have not packed
Oh.
because now I'm going to have to just throw a few more
You
things
just had
in.
shorts
You know
and
what-
black T-shirts.
you know what
Well, I had a lot of T-shirts and a lot of shorts.
This feels like something that's been a problem for me since like 5th grade. But you get a shirt or an article of clothing you really like, and you just hope it makes it to the next season. Like the long sleeved hoodie, like T-shirt that I haven't seen in 6 months, and I'm getting ready for this trip, and it's like just somewhere you died in one of the battles along the way. Somewhere. How do I just lose it? And now they don't make it anymore, and it's like, what do you do? What, I don't know. It sucks. It happens every year. Now we're
So
trying
you've
to
been
pack.
looking for
Yeah, for like 3 days.
warm
But-
shirts?
Yeah. Because I knew I wasn't going due west.
The Tucson.
Yeah, I have nothing
Due
but,
west.
but-
All right. Well, anyway, none of that makes any difference to what happened to me last night. So what happened to me last night is the fridge, it's leaking. I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem good. Like it's dripping out water. Like, and I'm no like expert on fridges. I've never seen that before. And then it's like all over the floor, and it's kind of ruining our kitchen floor. And so I get a bunch of towels out there and stuff, and open the fridge, and like everything. The fridge is now on, and it is cooling, but everything is totally melted. Like those great Yasso ice cream bars.
oh, pour one out, but I'm
They're
sorry.
now all like just
That's
you pick it
Oh,
up and they're full of like
no.
liquid.
dude. You know what? I've tried to refreeze those before and just like kind of eat them as the form they take.
Just a
It's not-
monstrosity.
It's not pretty.
And I kind of stocked up. We had like 5
Not
boxes.
cheap either.
And so we're out that.
Damn,
Um,
that hurts.
now it does help you get rid of a lot of stuff that was in the freezer that you actually didn't want.
And you
Or
know,
it's been in there for years. Like, oh, I thought I was going to eat this. Like it's a
Bag of
frozen
veggies.
dinner or something. You're in the grocery store and you're starving. You're like, oh yeah, I'll have this.
Yeah.
This will be great.
Tonight.
I love dumplings. They're
Yeah.
at the restaurant. These
Oh,
will
I'm
be
going to
great.
make pierogies. And, I'm gonna let's buy 3 bags.
I
of them.
definitely had a year plus box of pierogies where I finally just said, you know what?
So anyway, had to throw all that stuff away. Took everything we wanted to save, the milk and eggs and such,
Your wedding cake. Your-
to the garage fridge. Had to empty the garage fridge, take all the water and Diet Cokes out of there, and then put all the food that we need right now in there. And so it was this big thing.
she being pretty helpful and
She was fine,
okay.
but it was a big deal. It was a big problem. And so that was my night. That was what I did all last night. Seemingly, and then the fridge is getting clean though. That's cool.
So what's the resolution?
Well, the resolution actually, can I say that I'm my buddy Travis at Community Mechanical. When the fridge, if you remember a few weeks ago, I'm like, it has this weird buzz, and if I hit it though, it'll stop.
Yeah, and you had some.
And so Travis is like, actually, we got some guys that can look at that. They do the HVAC, but we're like, yeah, we got guys that are, well versed in this field. They could take a look at it for you. And I didn't want to bother him with that tiny little thing. But maybe I should have. Maybe I should have bothered you with that. Like, this isn't a call that you usually take, is refrigerator
if
repair.
You have commercial refrigeration or a nice wine cellar situation. We have guys who do refrigeration, and so that's where we're like, oh, well, take a look because you're Dan. But yeah, if you're anyone else, we don't want to look at your fridge, but we will look at Dan's fridge.
But if you own a business that looks at fridges,
Yeah, he'll
don't know.
repair your HV. No, but he was saying then that at least they can he's going to send his guy over there, check it, and then when I do get someone that does refrigerator work or repair, or maybe I'm going to have to buy a new one, that at least I'll know that I'm not getting screwed.
boy, I got to tell you, don't have a clue what a fridge costs right now.
And you don't often have to even buy the new fridge. That just doesn't happen.
This fridge
I don't
is
think-
15 years old.
Is that about normal?
I don't know because the garage fridge is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an old fridge, but we also have a fridge that when we remodeled got put in. But I don't know because it wasn't an individual purchase. I have no idea what that fridge would cost.
I'm gonna guess $2,000.
Okay, I was gonna say
Getting
$1,000.
nods all over the place.
$2,000 for your mid. It's not. This fridge doesn't have robot. It's not all
robot?
computer.
Well, my garage fridge was free.
Yeah, I think usually.
What do you
most
mean?
of my garage fridges.
When you moved
have
in?
been- Yeah.
They're
When
like,
we
we're
were-
leaving
someone
this
gives
fridge
it.
here.
When we were moving the ticket out of the Maple Studios, I took Norm's fridge that was in the studio.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, it's a tiny fridge.
The little guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just throw some sodas and beers in there.
Well, that's a dorm fridge. I thought you had a full. Yeah, we have a full.
No,
The last house we lived in before this, we just put it in the garage.
No, I was stoked. Just had to get the olive juice out of there.
Yeah.
Out of there, but then, yeah.
I think now though I can get one of them fridges like that I can just control with my phone. I don't know why I would.
Yeah, the Silicon Valley fridges.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are like 4,000 to 6,000.
Oh, okay, I don't need that.
But what
Yeah,
does
I
that
think
do
you can-
for you?
I just need to
You
keep
know,
the stuff
like,
frozen and not be
Right.
dripping when I get home and melting.
What does
all over.
future fridge provide?
When you take something out of the fridge, it'll put it on your grocery list.
Yeah, and also
I don't need that either.
they also have ones that'll do
Fine.
like counting macros type thing.
Okay.
Like a nutrition type.
Here's what they need to do.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
that's interesting.
It needs to be able to read the code on the mustard or whatever it is and alert you when it is
expiring.
expiring date.
Okay.
Because half of what we did last night,
Oh, what was your record?
oh my God, like I think we had a 2021,
There you go. That's
like a
good.
hot sauce or something.
I just don't. I feel like everybody's scatter shooting with those numbers.
Well, they are. It benefits them.
You don't think they had a team of scientists,
No.
white lab coats,
No, I
deciding
just-
this hot sauce
create this product
will make it till
No, but
June of 2021?
but people
and then
act
just
like
stare at it
it's-
for 6 years and just wait.
Right.
Before we put it on the shelves, we have to know.
But,
But
your approach is just smelling it.
I
You
know,
think that's
but
any better?
every time I like go after the expire, my wife acts like it's dangerous as like AIDS. That it's like you're really playing with fire there. I'm like,
Expired
I
for
don't
a
know. It's just expired a few months. You can get a fridge for less. It says $675 to $2,500 average for a new fridge. So you
That's
could get a new
no
fridge for a G.
features.
I bet. Dan's not a feature on the fridge guy. You don't want that on your phone. Now,
No.
on your,
Do you at
your
least have ice
Your
and water?
AC unit, you got to have that.
Got to have ice and water.
Ice and water.
Well, we
put?
don't, but our sink does. There's a filter on
Oh.
the sink.
Whoa,
Not
look at this
ice.
guy.
Oh,
There's a filter
What
on
sink
the
does this guy
sink.
got?
Once a ferret.
robots.
I know.
Water out of the sink. Anyways, what's going on?
Well, anyway, that's going on. So
Well, I mean,
at least I don't have to deal with it
I was
when
going to say
I'll be
there's
gone.
Nothing better than leaving your wife with like
And coming back
A
to a
series
brand
of
new.
home
No, I
Fridge
seriously.
challenges.
She said to me last night, "I'm really glad this happened while you were here," and I was thinking in my head, "I wish this happened 2 days from now."
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be doing this right now. It's 9:00 at night, and I'm cleaning out
yeah. You know, that is right there, Blake. That's not a guy that is already significantly in the red on the guilt front over the next couple days because I cannot handle something breaking at home while I'm gone right now.
I told you a couple years ago I was.
so far
I'm a
behind.
bad person. That's the fact. But I'm either a bad person or the most honest person in the world. Because I remember a couple years ago, I had a little thing. I was in the hospital for a little something, and my wife was, at my bedside, and I was thinking in my head, I wish this was turned the other way around. I wish she was going through this physical problem because I don't want this to be happening to me. I'm a bad person.
And you would not be at the bedside.
Yeah, I
I
know,
probably would be for some amount of
Playing
time.
so
but
A little
calm.
bit.
Check in.
So calm.
I'll FaceTime you.
Check in.
Hey,
Here's a
good?
bell. Ring the bell. If you need
Emoji,
anything.
bell emoji.
All right, I'm going to get going.
Thumbs up. See ya.
Okay, I mean, I'm a little hungry. Anyway, let's talk. Oh, you want tortilla talk?
Yes.
Sure.
I have this written on my sports list because this happened Friday and we never got to it, and we talk sports every day. And I'm playing it out in my head. How is this going to go if I bring this up to these guys? And I think this is going to last 30 seconds, but it should probably last an hour. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I have written down Otani talk.
There's just there's no time. There's no time to fully appreciate what he's done.
Like the Friday night bit.
Yeah.
the 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts. If you did either one of those things in a playoff game, that would be considered incredible. And he did them both in the same game.
That's why we woke up with tweets that said there's about to be 200 or 300 Mexican kids in 20 years explaining why their name is Otani or Shohei, and it's because of tonight. Yeah, it's from maybe the 50-50 night, 55-55 last year or the year before. That was the night where it felt like we can't wrap our heads around what he's doing, and he's only gotten better.
And I think it caused like Jamie Newberg to revisit some old thing he had where the Rangers knew, very much about him when he was first coming over. And could you imagine if that was here?
I mean, there was talk of that. JD was probably still here when he was first getting looked at, right?
Envelope job?
Because he probably knew about, Yu Darvish and all that kind of stuff.
They were big players in that.
Yeah.
The envelope, man.
What's the football equivalent to that? QB 5 touchdowns and corner 2 pick sixes in one game? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's Dion. Or has there ever been was Dion good enough on offense?
No.
To be considered.
No, and the problem is that
as good as he is on D. Yeah.
He could be, but you would never know because it's more of a team sport. Like baseball, you just have so much more control over the outcome, especially if you're the guy with the ball or at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only 2 places he is. So it would be impossible. You'd have to be a quarterback and probably a pass rusher. But I don't think that's possible. So, yeah, it's a singular thing. But I haven't spent a whole lot of time thinking about it, to be honest with you, which sucks. Because I got the Stars coming back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we owe it to ourselves to try to – I signed back up for Sean Shapiro. I need something. I'm going to need something.
Something besides Cowboys?
They will be done mid-February, and we'll have –
Oh, I thought he was about to say they were not going to make the playoffs or something. Okay,
because the Mavs start tonight. So that's happening. And I feel real, real weird about it. How do you feel?
It makes me feel like taking some Early Bird CBD when I go to earlybirdcbd.com. They have THC in it. And, yes, I can't deal with the Mavs. So I will ingest some Early Bird CBD. What's the promo code these days?
DumbZone20.
But we used to have a different promo code.
But now we have a new one, and
DeeZ
it's
15.
DumbZone20.
Well, then I probably can't use this one.
I don't need you giving a fake promo code while I'm giving the new one. That helps
It used
no
to be
one.
DeeZ15. Now they give you 20%.
There are probably other ones. Do you remember them as well?
No. Next one will probably be 25, though.
Just try DZ25.
We don't know.
It might already be in there.
That's
We're
true.
not talking about
Don't
it.
highlight that there might be a better deal in the future. It's DumbZone20.
So wait.
Just wait.
So just wait.
Well, actually,
Don't wait.
the old one, here's
You don't
the
want
thing.
to wait.
They replaced the other one, so even if you use the other one, you can use this one. So use this one, and then the DZ 50 or whatever they're coming up with later.
Leave that
you'll be
alone.
Able to use, oh,
No, leave that completely alone.
I thought it was-
You
So
don't
what
need
it-
to wait because these laws, my friends.
DZ BOGO.
All right.
what is the code?
It's DumbZone20
DumbZone20.
at earlybirdcbd.com.
All
You're a Mavs guy like through and through like me.
Sure.
Yeah, so not that Dan's not, but
I'm going tonight.
that's weird.
Does that feel weird?
Well, you guys have a financial
Yeah.
connection to the Mavs as well.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about this with the Dallas Morning News. Like, I was just looking at a big preview of the Mavs and all this, and was like, you know what? How come they're complicit? They're complicit in they're just giving these assholes free advertising. These people that ruin so many lives, ruin so many sports lives. Because I've never been more into the Mavs, even with the Dirk Mavs almost. It was just a continuation of this. It was so great. Our lives were awesome. Remember a year ago today? Coming off the NBA Finals, I mean, who knows what can be? Will Luka be the MVP? And in those NBA Finals, what did he do? In the whole playoffs, right? Didn't he lead the entire NBA in points, assists, rebounds, everything?
Broke down. He broke down.
Everything you could do, he did. He was the reason. And I hate Nico. And I kind of hate Patrick Dumont more now because I kind of think this was it's almost a Browns owner who really wanted to make that Deshaun Watson trade, and that's why he's not firing his GM or his head coach because he made that trade.
Yeah.
And even though the Browns suck, he's like, look, I put you guys here. And that is why Nico has a job today because Patrick Dumont, fat guy in a little coat, said that he was looking at the luxury tax and all that's going to be due to Luka. Luka, I'm sure, never gave this idiot the time of day. He's just another guy in Luka's, there's suits, and then there's Luka and, people he actually respects. And he didn't respect Patrick Dumont. I'm sure didn't treat him nice in front of his little friends when he wanted to come in and show him how cool it is that Mommy bought me a basketball team. Look, I get to do whatever I want. Look, I can tell this superstar to do whatever I want, and he couldn't. And they ended up trading him. So I just can't support.
So I guess what I'm saying is
promote. I can't.
People
care.
who listen to this show. What are we? We're just gonna probably act like it's not there.
I mean, everybody here acts like they want to act. So if you're really into it and stuff, and you can get me into it, then I'm on board.
I don't know that I want to fight that battle.
Well, it wouldn't be like I wouldn't fight against you if you're.
Well,
you want to tell me,
naturally-
I'm not going to actively watch this Mavs team and want them to do well.
And that's
I'm
why I
not going to
don't-
root for them.
Oh, no,
but I will
don't want
definitely
them
take your
to do well.
reports on what's going on.
No, I hope they fail
'Cause I'll trust you.
miserably. Miserably.
You want them to lose games.
I do now.
Are you not excited or intrigued to watch tonight?
I'm intrigued from I like basketball, but I don't even like basketball as much as I did 12 months ago.
So you're never going to allow yourself to fall in love with Cooper Flagg?
Oh,
if he
no,
does things
that doesn't have anything to do with me anymore.
What do you mean?
He can do whatever. It doesn't affect me. I would like to see them do poorly from if it ended up getting Nico run standpoint. I don't wish poorly for the individuals, I guess, players, but he could be an MVP, and it doesn't mean anything. I'm not a Mavs fan, so it doesn't have anything to do with me. So that's why I'm trying to figure out, is there some point in getting really invested in it to just watch it? I like learning about the team. Writing about the Mavs was my favorite thing to do. And I feel like I had to watch every game. You had to stay on top of it. I don't know if I really want to do that just to write an article every 2
I mean, I told you,
not my job.
I used to listen to the Hoop Collective every week.
Oh yeah, that was 2 or 3.
And I cared when I heard about other teams in the West because of how that would affect
the
Mavs' chances. And now I just can't. I mean, I just found out that Kevin Durant is on the Rockets. Or got a new deal.
Yeah,
I just
I guess I would not expect us to be doing too much Mavs is what I'm saying. So because people have asked me about it, what's y'all's position here? And
what do you guys think about? The only thing that does make sense to me is a conspiracy they dealt with Dumont and said, we got to get Luka over to LA, and then we'll get you that number 1 pick. How could it all work out this perfectly? In a sense, perfectly.
I don't know, man.
I think the bingo ball just kind of jumped in there. I mean, I don't know, and I'm not defending the team. I don't give a shit, but yes, they just got really fucking lucky after getting kind of unlucky.
Would you make that trade, Luka, for Cooper Flagg, a first, and Anthony Davis?
No, I would not. There's not a collection of things I would have traded Luka for. It doesn't matter.
And Bronny.
Oh.
What if I can throw in?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch any of it, but Luka put up 43 last night in their opener.
And you didn't watch any of it?
No.
It's just bizarre to me because you are one of the most knowledgeable basketball dudes I know. Love the Mavs more than any other team around here, I think.
Yeah, there was definitely a point.
And for you to now, as a result of this move, really do this, in your own head, how this is playing out, you know?
I agree that it's weird.
Like, I've never had a friend love something so much and then just decide, I don't love this anymore. A sports team, let's clarify.
I don't know. It's kind of like the way I feel is kind of like
Sirois used to be married.
Like it's probably like when you leave a cult, because it just makes me think of like everything that what I was into about it is completely gone. Like what made the Mavericks, you know. And I've told like Cuban this when we had him on Bad Radio before, like nervously, but. Like Cuban was the reason I got into sports in the way that I did, which was like, all right, we're going to hit the analytics side a little bit. The nerds are coming. And I really, really got into that stuff and built like an identity on it. And also Dirk was like the nice superstar that taught lessons about life if you just watched his journey when everything else seemed pretty transactional at the professional level of sports. The Mavericks, now, sexual harassment scandals aside, felt like an organization, like a real sports organization. And for now, like they went from one end of the spectrum on that, not to the middle, but like to the complete opposite. And it just feels too weird to me. Like I feel like Dirk feels like it's weird. And it doesn't bring me any joy at all to think about those people, because they represent like where this is all headed, which is just, you know, people who are in charge, who have a lot of power, will make decisions disregarding their customers or their population or whatever, their populace, if they want to. And you can do nothing about it. And the reason for that is they expect and know you'll just come back. And on this one, I'm just kind of going with the personal route of, I'll see you down the road. I won't be back. But I also still love basketball, and Cooper Flagg's an exciting player, and Derek Lively is...
Oh, it makes me so sad.
Seeing the news,
Derek
they
Lively
exercised
was,
his option. I'm like, yeah, of course I did.
It was almost
going to be an All-NBA player.
Like, it makes me extra sad just because he was the one guy that I thought was definitely attached to Luka for the next decade. Like Kyrie, he was going to come in here, mentor him, help a little bit, but he's old, you know, and he won't be around for the long haul. But that was like an extra appendage to Luka, was Derek Lively, and they just fit so well.
Oh
well, indeed. I have audio to choose from after we plug. Oh, did you ever hear of Community Mechanical? They're an HVAC company. Oh, who's that? It's Travis Scafford from Community Mechanical at communitydfw.com.
Where was he hiding?
Yeah. So what do we want to say about Community Mechanical today? Oh, you're wearing your Lucas. Damn, those are sweet shoes,
Yeah,
dude.
you just made me very sad.
What size are those?
My son was almost named Luca.
15?
No, I think these are 14s.
Okay.
They're a little tight, though.
That's a big
Carpet
man.
match the drapes.
Anyway, Community Mechanical is our
The Windy
HVAC
City.
company. They're Brandon Aubrey's HVAC company. What happened with him?
Yeah, Chris and I went there, and someone said that he needed a new system for $15,000, and Chris had a $100 part on his truck, and while we were talking to Brandon and Jen, AC snapped back on, and we're able to get them all set.
And you've done that for a ton of people, though. You've told me different stories that you've saved.
Yeah.
People will call you, just get the second opinion type thing.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Brian, who we brought with us today, we replaced the air conditioner at his business, and that's something that we definitely have expanded into, is that commercial side, replacing rooftop units, commercial finish out. Nate from Silverback has brought us on to several jobs from listeners and things like that. So, I think as we get into the colder weather here in the next couple weeks, important to have that preventative maintenance, check your heater, especially with the stuff like we had at Dan's house, make sure everything's connected as you start to run that heater and start to get the gases that need to be expelled into the outside. And then, if you have a business or home you want us to take a look at, happy to do that as well.
Well, there you go.
And they'll bring Brandon Aubrey, you said. They don't just bring him to appointments?
Oh, I don't know. That's I thought you were throwing
CommunityDFW.com.
Anyway,
if you use the promo code,
Depends on how big.
use DeeZ20,
ZBA,
and they'll buy you a sit-in if you buy a whole system with them, and they'll hook you up. What do you give for just? Oh, you do PM. What's PM mean?
Yeah, preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance.
Get $50.
Did you know that? So when it's afternoon, that means preventative maintenance.
Maintenance.
That's when you get the PM.
Mm-hmm.
And AM then?
Alternative maintenance, right?
Yeah.
It's just like it's very new age type
Right,
thing.
kinda
You
good.
just kind of like
Take some chances.
Right.
Controversial.
burn some sage and put it over your. I think this will fix your
Holistic.
holistic maintenance. Yeah. Okay, I have tortilla audio, Sergio Dip audio, or Kim K audio.
Boy. Strap in.
All right.
I'm with whatever.
I have they're all ors. So let's go with we're going to Denver. And this is not too long, but this is the famous Sergio Dip audio.
Mm-hmm.
This was 2017, and it is an ESPN ESL broadcast. So apparently this is kind of like they've done bits before, like this is the all-female broadcast. But this was kind of like it was just the English as a second language broadcast. And so they brought in Sergio Dip, and they had ladies announcing the game. Did you know that?
No, I don't think I do remember that.
But I feel like this is another way we like to diminish women and their abilities is that we'll let you be the play-by-play on the this alternative broadcast that we just pat its little head that it exists.
Yeah. I've
Is
seen
Mike
this a
on?
couple times.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. On Wacky Night.
Right. Wacky night, you can we'll let the ladies talk. So anyway, this is just to get you prepared for our trip to Denver with Sergio Dip, a memory.
Looking on, of course.
Is that Beth?
Was the backup, but then he got hurt, so they brought in Brock Osweiler. He is back in Denver as the backup quarterback tonight. The boot from McManus goes through the end zone and out to the 25-yard line for the Chargers, and here's Sergio Dip.
Beth, Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot tonight. Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is having the time of his life this night, making his head coaching debut.
Man, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. You couldn't write it. It's like the Groobs Under the Bridge solo.
And if he did write it, he'd put a period after every word
Yeah.
on his delivery.
Here he is.
Oh, I forgot I had this too. Did you see there's a Twitter war? Let's see here. Did you see Russell Wilson on Twitter?
I did. I have Sean Payton if you want to play it.
Oh, I thought I had Sean Payton. Did you go cut it too?
Yeah.
Did you go to the press conference?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so. I'll just show you Russell Wilson's thing. He tweets out yesterday, classless but not surprised. Didn't realize you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later, though, through the media. And then a smiley, laughing, crying emoji, and then hashtag let's ride.
Okay, yeah, the Broncos Nation.
Do you have the audio, or you want me to play the audio I got?
No, I got it. Here we go. This is Sean Payton, Monday press conference after they came back and beat the Giants and Jackson Dart.
Close with the Mayor Tisch family. And, you know, they found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Mayer not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change would have happened long after our game. But anyway, any other questions?
I feel like he realizes that he wants to take a shot, did, and then was like, oh, no.
Yeah, and I was upset nobody followed up on that, really.
Yeah, they went right to they had a Brad Sham.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was also towards the end of the press conference, too. It was like 18 minutes into a 20-minute press. It was pretty late.
It didn't make sense.
It did not make sense at all. It felt like he was trying to make sure. That's a great story. Talk about two people I can't stand just for different reasons. That's a great feud right there.
You don't like Sean Payton?
No, dude, that guy's a.
About the great movie that came out of it.
Yeah, why was that movie available?
Home team.
Because he was suspended from the NFL for a year. How did that turn into a fun note story about Sean Payton?
Because Kevin James
They kicked him out of the NFL. Like, you know how hard it is to get banned from the NFL for a year?
That is a good
It's the
point. Like,
most
think of all
ruthless
the
league we
things that have gone on.
Yeah. And they're like, dude, you can't be here. And they're
Stealing
like,
signs.
I know what we're going to do. We're going to sell this to Happy Madison. We're going to get Kevin James, and we're going to get Jane Slater to pimp this thing for us as a fun. Sean Payton's a dirtbag, dude. Make no mistake about that. But Russell Wilson's also like a walking robot. That's a great story.
So here's the tortilla audio. This was a Texas Tech press conference 2 days ago. And they've got the athletic director there and the head coach. But the athletic director is going to start things. And it's just, this is funny to me.
You're not
exists.
familiar with Kirby Hocutt and his work.
No.
He's a loud AD. Like, he's on, I believe he's been on the playoff committee a few times.
Well,
he's loud.
And the timing of this, so they have this right after their first loss of the year. And that loss, though, was on the road. They had a win at home 2 weeks ago. And who was it? Utah? Utah State? Somebody?
Utah.
That there was a lot of tortilla throwing. There was penalties assessed. And then that was the game where after the game, one of the opposing coaches said, not only were they throwing tortillas, somebody threw a pocket knife.
Yeah, that was Kansas.
And then right then you're like, oh.
And it hit one of the coaches.
A knife.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Right.
Well, it turns out the knife fell out of the pocket of one of the coaches. It did not hit. Nobody threw that knife. It's just tortillas, folks. Anyway, here's the press conference they had regarding we just spent, university dollars on setting up a press conference to talk about tortillas. This is hilarious.
Yep. Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for letting me come on the front end of Coach McGuire's press conference. Just a couple of quick updates on an ongoing game event management situation that we have related specifically to tortillas as well as the Big 12 Conference.
Okay, hold on. Was he about to try to Cynthia it? Tortillas.
Game event management situation that we have related specifically to tortillas as well as the Big 12
tortillas.
I thought he thought about Cynthia.
But it's even funny just saying the game management event coordination that goes on with tortillas.
As it relates to tortillas.
A crisis term ready for this sort of thing.
Tortilla-based. We're talking corn. We're talking flour.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
And fan behavior policy. So I would like to just share with the Red Raider Nation that as we move forward, we are no longer going to encourage nor permit the throwing of tortillas at the opening kickoff for our home football games. We control our own fate in every situation, on the football field as well as with our event operations. We know that as Red Raiders, no one tells us what to do.
That's the one thing everybody knows about Red Raider Nation. Yeah. Am I correct?
They're like, put on a condom. And up here, we're like, no. Let's pass it around.
On the football field as well as with our event operations. We know that as Red Raiders, no one tells us what to do. We make our own decisions, and we encourage actions because they are the right thing to do. And we have.
That being said, we're about to tell you what to do.
And we have an opportunity, and we're on the cusp of a very special football season. I ask the Red Raider Nation to continue to give these players, this team, and all of our Red Raiders, all of our support and energy to make sure we give them every possible chance to accomplish our goal of getting to Arlington for the Big 12 Conference Championship and the college football playoff. The moment that we sit in today is one that Red Raiders have dreamed about for a long, long time. And this team, Coach McGuire, his coaching staff, and our fan base has worked extremely hard towards this goal, and we can accomplish it.
Have the fans worked
week
hard?
by week. So simply, we cannot risk letting our actions penalize our football team. The stakes are too high, and we need to help, not risk penalizing our team again for throwing tortillas. Simply, let's not do it.
Yeah, I know a lot of tech people are really upset about it. They should be, I think.
They should be. And you know what? The problem probably happened once. This is one of those things when the corporation gets in on the bit, then it starts to suck.
Yeah.
And once they started encouraging it, and probably got it sponsored or something, right?
Yeah, he did. And I think, that's part of what he's apologizing for is that he kind of bowed up and leaned into it, remember?
Yeah, but that's when a bit is not as good. We got more.
Got on board.
Keep going.
The most aerodynamic tortilla.
For throwing tortillas. Simply, let's not do it. The situation is on me. I leaned into this of throwing tortillas at the beginning of the football season. Now I must ask everyone to stop, and I must ask our
what
staff to
hath I
enforce it.
wrought?
Listen, I have thrown a tortilla. I have.
I have been a part
first
of
to say
this.
But I think those who are close to me know
No, it's in
that's
my
not
heart.
me.
That's not
and
me.
it's not. It's just
It's in my
eating.
heart.
I'm just eating tortillas.
Oh, if he ends with "Let's all eat tortillas,"
I just has one. Right
please,
there.
but don't.
This is like the let's kneel together.
Or
Let's
stand. Or yeah, it is very Jerry.
J.J. Abrams has done it again.
And I must ask our staff to enforce it on game days. I close and will turn it over to Coach McGuire by asking our students and our fans to continue to make Jones AT&T Stadium the best environment in college football.
No one ever says
And
that.
I don't know how they will do it, but I am confident that our fans and our students are about to make the Jones even louder than it's ever been before. And I appreciate their support. Coach McGuire.
I'm right with Kirby. You know, I leaned into it also.
I've got to apologize.
I also.
This is so great, dude. It's
I know.
It's like two morning show hosts happen to be. Yeah, I know. It's a different time.
It really was. You know, the culture was different.
6 weeks ago.
You know, I believe in tradition. Y'all know I've said it a million times. I mean, there's no place in the world that I love more than this place. I'm so lucky to be the head coach at Texas Tech. And before I get into the tortillas, I just want to read y'all.
So funny, dude.
A Bible verse, please.
Before I get into the tortillas, I just want to read y'all something. This is from Skylar Gill Howard, who is out for
This kind of sucks. I'll let it play if you want.
for the
but
rest of the regular season for sure. And this was before the game, and
he got a note
saw
from like a fan that
tweet,
really thought that
on social media
what you guys are doing is
from one of
bigger than just you. You know that bit.
Yeah.
You know this means more to me than
and the fan said. I went to Texas Tech because my dad attended. I never really was a sports fan until I got to go to a game with him. He died of a heart failure
then he
after
died.
my freshman year.
Then he died.
Right.
I've been waiting.
Well,
better
somebody
than
had to, or this letter wasn't getting
20
read.
years for a team like this. I can't express my joy. And so he sent that to our team, to all of our leaders. There's about 25 on this group text.
God,
and then
dude.
25 leaders on the team?
Oh,
that's
they
like
got
the whole lineup.
Yeah, I got like 170 kids, I bet. But
I know,
it's
but that's
still
a
big.
starting line. You have
It's
22
big.
starters.
Make it 10. You know how beaten those kids, those guys are to get that text from Skylar's dad? They're like, I don't give a f.
And how they all just
then he
thumbs
followed
up
up
it.
with, remember what you're
Bash,
playing for
thumb
is
up,
bigger
heart, maybe a heart.
Right, and then if you're the guy that didn't heart it,
Right.
why didn't you heart it?
Hey,
Oh, you didn't like the guy whose dad
You gotta
died, huh?
see him in his wheelchair.
Guess
at
you
the
wanted his dad to
game.
die.
did you
And
see
then
the
he-
text thread? You did, didn't you?
You did.
And then he followed up with, remember what you're playing for is bigger than just you.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Thanks, dude. I'm up here at 5 o'clock in the morning lifting weights every day. I go to study hall. I have a 17-hour day. Now I need your lazy ass reminding me that it's about more than just me because your dad died while you were a freshman. You already said you're not a sports fan. You should have stopped there. You have no idea what goes into this. It's fucking reminding a D1 player, hey, bud, maybe sacrifice a little bit there.
No, you're getting paid a lot.
Oh, my God, dude.
Our dedicated fans have been waiting decades.
And now you're going to F it all up with this tortilla.
When you go out there, don't only play for you, do it for the team and do it for all the Red Raiders that have been waiting.
Yeah.
Just like it means everything to us, it's everything to them because of how much they love this university. And he said, love you boys and good luck. And I want y'all to know that's how our team feels. Like we
this has nothing
really lucky
to do.
That we have a group of young men that, this guy.
But it makes you put the tortillas in perspective, I think, to me.
At this
You're
university,
right.
And that's everybody on this team. And I wished that we were doing this at 7-0. It's frustrating, and I know everybody's frustrated that we're doing it. Coming off a loss, but it was going to be done.
This is going to happen one way or another.
We went into a game to where we came out with a 15-yard penalty when we were.
Are you want to fast forward a little bit because we get into reporters' questions?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay.
And this one is the one I wanted to highlight for you.
Kirby, do you get the sense that the timing of this is just a coincidence that it happens that you guys are having the best season in a very long time? Was that part of the crackdown from the rest of the athletic directors of the Big 12 conference itself?
So basically,
you're targeted.
You're
hate us 'cause
now
they
that
hate
you're
us.
winning. Now we're gonna start penalizing you for the tortillas. Now it's just
the old good old
this is
boys
unfair.
club keeping us down yet again.
Once again, Texas Tech not able to do their thing.
Can't get into the club.
In the darkness, you can fling all the tortillas you want, but
that's right.
Once that spotlight,
That's right.
comes
It's like
your
when
way.
the UFC got popular and they had to change all the rules and.
That's very funny.
There's your tortilla.
I don't know. Were they throwing them onto the field? What's the
Yeah,
throw them up in the air?
Well, you throw them onto
idea
the
was-
field at touchdowns, and then they had dialed it back to just like opening of half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was happening a lot. Like the game last week, or maybe it was the week before. Yeah, because they were home. They've got flagged for it maybe twice, but I talked to someone who was there and said there were probably 10 warnings in the stadium that
Really?
weren't on TV, that weren't penalized.
How far are we making it out? We getting to the hash marks? Anybody?
They're on
send a dream shot to midfield.
They're
Only
inbounds.
if you put a pocket knife in and
Yes.
leave it in there and
Get some
fling it.
weight.
Yeah,
you got to have a little weight in there. We were telling the story the other day on the game broadcast of Josiah.
Yeah.
Josiah's with one-day doors and closets, and he used to work with his pappy.
He did when he was just a little Josiah.
And they would he worked for a construction company, and they would install doors and whatnot, and they'd be working all day. And Dad would tell him at the end of the day, all right, we'll be back here tomorrow to finish up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have his little tiny hammer on his little hammer loop.
And so he did this enough times throughout the years that he came up with a dream, a goal. He said, one day, I will do this in one day.
That's right.
Oh, young
So
Josiah.
when I'm in charge,
his dad said,
my goal is
Patted him on the head.
Josito,
it's impossible.
be sensible,
Soy loco.
son. Be sensible.
And Josiah though refused to listen to the haters.
Dream big.
And today, he has his own company, One Day Doors and Closets, where he guarantees he can replace every interior door in your house.
Oh, my God.
In just one day. He will not say, we'll be back tomorrow to finish up the job.
No, those days are gone.
One day.
Those days are gone. Because
Jesus.
He's using advanced 3D measuring technology.
All the D's.
No way.
All the D's.
Three of
All
them.
three of them.
And right now at onedaytexas.com/promo30, you can get a very controversial deal where you buy a door and you receive 2 doors total.
Right.
But you're just buying one door. I don't follow.
You're only paying for one. But they give you 2.
Now, what you decide to call that is up to you. I would say it is buy one, get one free, a true Bogoff at onedaytexas.com/promo30. Make Josiah and his pappy proud. Mail? What are we doing?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute.
I didn't know what we were doing.
Hotmail. Hey, Uncle Hotmail. Uncle Hotmail, look at me.
Where's the mail?
Is there any
Lost all my mail.
box for me?
Okay, let's see here. A couple quickies. Did we do? I know we did the word Last Bastion last week. Did we mention there's a Stars player named that? We did, right?
Bastion?
Yeah.
The hard ass.
Sebastian?
His
That's
name
a
is
name.
Nathan Bastion.
Oh, in Bastion, yes.
And Bastion.
No. Yeah, in Bastion. There you go, M. Raffle. Should have done this one earlier. It's a gummy thought. You guys, all three of you, pronounce what you call the thing that you take to the grocery store, little piece of paper to get a discount.
The coupon.
Coupon.
Okay.
No Q.
JR, gummy thought. Some people pronounce it coupon. Some people say coupon, but it's spelled C-O-U-P-O-N, similar to couple. Why not cup-on?
Cup-on.
And what is the meaning of, from this anchor word, what is the meaning of caddy corner? Have we done that one?
Caddy, is it a T or a D?
It is a T.
Well, I mean, I know it's written as a T.
No, like the word, if you look it up in the dictionary.
It's caddy corner?
Yeah.
But it's not, there's no caddy parallel, or you're saying that's an anchor word. Caddy.
I think so. And if you'd asked me, I think I would have spelled it with a D, similar to the golf assistant.
Yeah, caddy corner.
I got a couple
Do you have
anchor
the root
words.
of that?
I don't really know what it means. It just says, less common spelling of kitty corner. They used to say the word kitty corner, and kitty corner means a diagonal position.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to have anything to do with pussy.
What does caddy corner mean?
That's what I'm saying, is I think it means like it's diagonal across from. So if you're like a four-way, you're like...
You and I are
but also,
caddy cornered from each other.
it also
I think.
feels like calling movies films. Like, just, come on, dude. That's a little extra zest on the directions. If you said across from and it was diagonal, I'll figure it out. Feels like a flex. Caddy corner.
All right, I got a couple. Adrian says, bane.
Oh, yeah.
The bane of my existence?
Yeah.
What else do you have a bane of?
I guess I got brain flooded by Desmond Bain and Bane. But that's the only way. Bane of my existence.
It's on the list.
Valiant?
Effort.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
Well, don't just S all over everything I say. That's...
You're presenting anchor words. I'm telling you, they're on the list.
I stand by
Okay.
Blake on this one.
Well, then that you're saying it positively then.
Yeah.
You're not saying don't mention it.
No, I'm saying confirmed.
Hey,
Don't yell at Blake.
Don't cocky sniff me.
And I got
either.
one more thing. Did I sniff you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I got a double here. This is an anchor word and a bad beat. Dear man who has sex. I believe that this is an anchor word, if I have this right, nondescript. Is anything ever descript? Descriptive, but then why is it not nondescriptive? Anyway.
Yeah,
nondescript.
What is that? That means basic, boring, banal type thing. So would you ever be like that? Well, that's a really descript building. Very interesting.
Which would not be basic. Okay.
Right.
Then he says, this is John, I have a legendary bad beat.
Oh, yes. Right on time.
Oh, because we're trying to assemble them for our Christmas beats. We're getting a segment ready.
Yeah, Christmas beats. Everybody's got one. Home visiting your parents.
Can I give you one that I just realized a few weeks ago when we were doing remember when we were doing our taxes, finally?
I'm excited to hear you tie all this together, but yes.
So have I ever paid for subscription porn? I have.
Well, it just became a write-off. You mentioned it on the show.
Did I look?
Oh, yeah.
So as I'm looking through the credit card, because we're looking for things to write off a few months ago, and I was just rolling through every month, and as I get to December 25th, did I purchase a subscription on December 25th?
Yes.
You are a degenerate, and I love it.
So it was like Christmas evening.
Yeah. Oh, man. Daddy time.
I'm up there.
This was not recurring.
Christmas
and it hit
for
on
me.
Christmas.
It's been a long day.
Oh, man.
Well,
It's been a long day.
It doesn't
and
matter
I
if
can't.
started at
we're not
noon.
going to just free. We got to go pay for something.
an a la carte item. A little reward. Merry Christmas to me.
That's a good beat.
Or was it Kwanzaa?
You know, I beat the holidays.
Was there a Christmas deal you were taking advantage of? or-
That's probably it,
Dude, you know
it was
what?
Probably like
there probably was, and I'm almost positive that if you look at the traffic, that is like end of a holiday is a high time.
Probably right.
Everyone's left finally.
Yeah, you're like, jeez, dude.
She's
Me
tired.
time.
Let's go. Her sister was over. Kind of remembering that.
That's so good.
Anyway, this is
typing
from
in.
John Carley. When I was younger and I had women in the household, there was always tampon boxes everywhere. And when I was running out of deposit in the old spank bank, I started rifling through the cabinets. I found the tampon instruction manual where there happens to be a silhouette of a woman shoving something down her nether regions, as Chappie might say. Obviously, the rest is self-explanatory, but I've stewed over sending this because it might be too far. Ha ha.
No, that's great. I mean, listen, people were using the face-off circles from NHL 94. We've done worse with less.
Oh, yeah, they look like boobs.
Kudos to you, or kudos, as Jerry would say. That's fantastic.
George sent in an anchor word. Glom.
Glom onto? You always glom onto, but is
Right.
that part of the meaning of glom?
Yeah, like it can only mean that type thing. I know what you mean. This is from Scott. Regarding Trayvon Diggs' concussion, I've had 2 concussions at home in the past year, both in my sleep.
What?
Whoa.
What?
This is more common than you think with sleepwalkers and stairs. I bring this up because it might explain Jerry's weird language. If Trayvon got hurt in his sleep, Jerry might believe him, while it's also true that Trayvon wouldn't, quote, be the best viewer of what happened. Just a concussed thought. Because that's what Jerry said, right? He said, I believe him, but maybe he doesn't really know what happened. I don't know, dude. The more I think about it, the weirder it is.
Has nothing come out still on?
No.
Nothing?
Not details on how it happened.
Right.
But the fact that he
came in.
Yeah. Came
but
into work.
He could have just lied and said he didn't have a concussion if he really wanted to play. Like, that's what you assume most players would do. He didn't. But, Max Crosby is walking through that door.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He just followed.
Oh, did he? Who did he follow?
He followed Dak.
Let's not do this.
I saw a report that he followed a bunch of Cowboys on
report. He
Instagram.
follows all the 49ers, too. That stuff doesn't matter.
That's because he wants
coming.
to know who to hate.
Mm-hmm.
He wants
Bulletin
to.
board
That's our
material.
rival. Yeah.
He needs to print all their tweets.
You guys,
Hang up.
You guys aware that he has an N-word controversy? And I believe ultimately it was just decided he could kind of say it by the community. Yeah.
In game?
Let's see.
Black wife.
Maybe we play it.
Why can you say it?
Nah, he just. I feel like he can't.
The neck tats.
We'll play this. Somebody sent it to me. We'll try this, Blake. See if it plays. This
Raider
was-
Nation, what is up? It's Max Crosby in the building. Just got done with practice. I just want to say Sunday, y'all need to be out in Allegiant in full effect. It's about to.
What do you think?
Oh.
I feel like.
What do you mean?
I feel like he's someone who might casually use that word. You guys know this happens, right? Like white guy in football.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you, whatever. It's way late in life. Like I was shocked when I went to go visit my brother, like to learn that every white player, especially the white players that lived with, like, they all say it.
Mm-hmm.
It was not weird. I had to train him, try to make him understand that wasn't going to work elsewhere.
You're obviously not saying it in a derogatory manner. It's
No, it's the way you talk.
word.
And everyone does it.
Here in say absolutely.
Yeah,
I didn't
if
know,
you live in
yeah.
England and you say the C-bomb, you just say it.
Yeah, and it's weird though
because it's not the biting thing that it means
Right.
here.
I was never comfortable saying it outside of lyrics, but I definitely had white friends when like a black teammate is yelling in at them, they would yell it back. Like it wasn't uncommon. So, what do
Raider
we
Nation,
think?
what is up? It's Max Crosby in the building. Just got done with practice. I just want to say Sunday, y'all need to be out in Allegiant in full effect. It's about to be a movie. We love you guys. Raider.
No, that's funny for you to say that, obviously.
Oh yeah, because I said it. According to only you two, I said it in a live spot.
Do you have that audio?
No, I'm sure you do.
I tried searching. You probably can find it.
I will admit, on the 10th listening, I was like, okay, I can at least hear what.
The problem is searching that. We would never write that word in to be searched.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I remember
Hello, it's Mike again, and you've heard me talking about the trustedlab.com. I could just pick. There's like 10 different angles I could pick on how CBD
I
might
know
be able to
you
help
have
you.
edited. Something has changed. Something
Why
has
did you
say that?
changed in this.
I promise you I didn't.
Yes, it has.
Your ears have changed because
That might be true also, because I
It's what it
100%
is.
hear it now.
Yeah.
Like that is that.
And I've heard it so many times that I can kind of hear. That
Was it
you're
like
trying
not gonna
to-
lie?
Yeah.
No,
Something you're-
I know
Play
what
it
I was
again.
saying. Hold on.
Yeah, let him.
I was saying and they
and it's super.
so
casual,
it's like
so
those
like-
the Instagram things. Now just think
Let me see if I
and
can play
listen.
just that part.
I could just pick. There's like
Dude,
10 different
you
angles
fucking
I could pick
edited
on how
this.
CBD
I swear to
is
God,
different.
I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't. I swear to God.
Did no one else? You sure? Swear to God, no one else did.
This is the one I've always had that I've played for you. That part.
Like,
I can
don't
promise
even
you.
play it anymore. The way
I
this
won't.
is sounding now.
I won't. I won't. There's
That's
ano-
insane.
I think there's another one.
Ed, don't play it.
I won't.
Starting with.
I won't. I actually just did that to give you the benefit of like that. Maybe if we just heard it that way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's like
I can't even defend that. Like I
so
know what I said, but
So the thing is, he's
Was that
under
in the copy?
He's under
yeah.
Crosby under contract for another couple years though, so it lines.
So shocking.
God.
I feel like Crosby said it too, by the way. But aren't we supposed to be doing
Oh,
picks? like, what?
We're in the middle of viewer mail.
Well, I just looked at the clock and I was like,
that was
"What's
funny.
happening?"
Yeah.
You're acting like you're not part of this.
No.
Like,
I
who
am.
made me do all this
No,
content?
I'm just riding.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Sirois.
Well, let's take this
Hit
opportunity
delete.
to talk about. Well, let me read a couple more of these, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
I have a guy named DFP says, establish the run guy wouldn't drink bottled water.
I think he would drink how water.
Waste of money when it's the same as tap water.
It's not the same as tap water.
Take away Blake's play sheet. He's not allowed to call plays anymore.
Yeah.
He's right.
You don't want me to enjoy life? Enjoy good water?
But establish the run guy also probably wouldn't have solar panels. Blake is a complex individual.
You gotta run play action every once in a while.
This is my last one. Dear Captain of the Crease, as much as it is a little gross to admit, you are right about Aaron Andrews' rise to fame.
Oh God. Talk about.
Jake has pushed back on this, but the timeline of her rise is directly related to the hotel video. She was an ESPN sideline reporter with a certain sports horn dog following until the video went viral in 2009. Soon after, she's on Oprah, and all of a sudden, everyone knew who she was. Then she's on Dancing with the Stars and used her newfound name recognition to get a new job at Fox Sports in 2012. It's easy to imagine that had the video never come out, she would still be a notable sports hot, but would not have the #1 position in commercials, etc. In the past, when you made this point, Julie claimed she was famous because she was on Dancing with the Stars, which is confusing the timeline, reversing the causation. Jake has also made comments about her moving to Fox, but that might never have happened either. Good for her for capitalizing on the video, though.
That's a strong bit of evidence, but that might not have happened either. Like, we're both doing the same thing. There's a causation issues all the way around. You can't prove a negative, right? You don't know what would have happened to her. That's my point.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say anything mean to DF Matt. He seems to have his act together there. He also says, as a PS, Cowboys are on pace for the most perfectly mediocre season in history with the best offense, the worst defense, a tie, and they alternate wins and losses.
We should book that guy.
Why? One person agrees with me in the world, and all of a sudden, this guy's an asshole.
So I have a follow-up. This from Nicholas. And we did this a couple weeks ago, but Dan, I don't think you were here for this. He said, basically, he disagreed with the Blake used to work for them pick of the week. Because I had triple played TCU against Arizona State.
Yeah.
Ended up pushing, but this guy's a big fan of Sam Levitt.
Big Sam.
So he heard my triple play against TCU and placed, in his words, a sizable hedge, to which, of course, he won. And so with his $900 in winnings, he bought us this poster, which is a giant framed picture of Sam Levitt.
Yeah.
That's going to be the most confusing thing in our studio.
With his $900, he spent it all.
So he heard Blake's pick
against his team
and picked against it. All right.
What does it say?
It's signed.
Storm Horde?
Sam Levitt handed a loss to those Red Raiders the other day, Dan.
Oh, it says stay hard.
5-1 Sun Devils. Yeah, it's very confusing. I have one more.
The rest of this stuff hanging
Thanks,
on your
Nicholas.
walls is not confusing
Not
at
at
all.
all.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
how would we find-
Didn't he give us the
don't
money
fit
that he
with that,
wanted to?
Consistent motif.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he used the $900 to buy that, and he sent us the rest.
He sent us the rest of the money.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
This last one from Justin. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is 100% why Hillary lost. Number one, is anyone not aware of breast cancer and how awful it is? If there's one thing both sides can agree on, it's that breast cancer is horrible. We're all aware we don't need a whole month. The first year the NFL did the pink accents, it was massively popular. And like every corporation, when they do something popular once, they have to beat it the fuck into everyone's brains in year 2, 3, and 4 until it's not fun anymore. Then the other cancers got all butthurt because titties were getting all the attention and needed to be included. Colorectal cancer is actually even more deadly to women and men. Shut up, nerd. Fine, all the cancers. Then Trump won. No one to blame but ourselves. And Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's actually the history I want taught. Because there was a time where it was cool to get pink NFL stuff.
Yeah. The whole month they'd wear it.
Bits or not. I'd get the gloves.
Yeah.
Get cool cleats. Kids would get them. And
now we get the Cancer Rainbow, which is also a good-looking sweatshirt.
It's true.
But you're right. It used to
did a little much.
It popped.
All right.
What can you tell us about Chubbies, Jake? The shorts.
Shorts and shirts, dude. You got some on? Why don't we come up? I got Chubbies on today.
You're wearing Chubbies? Let's take a look at those things.
Great shorts here. You can model yours as well. No belt because they're like tight on the waist.
I like the elastic waistband.
But I've been wearing
That's
Chubbies shirts for years and years and years and years. Back to the inception of Hawaiian Shirt Fridays. I'm a big Chubbies guy. I got a couple Chubbies cowboy shirts, Chubbies bathing suits, and now we got a Chubbies promo code. For a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving our listeners 20% off with that promo code DUMBZONE at chubbyshorts.com/DUMBZONE. That's 20% off your order with the promo code DUMBZONE at chubbyshorts.com/DUMBZONE. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Field your best fit with Chubbies. If you're not familiar, just go check out the website. They got button-ups that are stretchy, Hawaiian shirt type stuff, shorts. The whole line is great. I suggest place a Christmas order and go big and just use our 20% off right there. NFL stuff, those are great for gifts. I'm a big Chubbies fan, have been for a long, long time. So go use that promo code.
So I'd like to do Dee's picks right now, and I'm seeing that Mike Sirois has gone to the bathroom. So what we will do is follow suit, and then we'll pick in a moment.
We made a cup
How about
for
that?
picks, and he's
I'm bananas about our 5-star installation package with a lifetime installation warranty. Rick Renner for Flooring Direct, slowing down traffic in a yellow jacket. Hey, no Chuck in the truck with his tailgate warranty. You know when he drives away. there goes your warranty. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. We give you a lifetime installation warranty. It's transferable. Call now. We bring the store to you.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because you don't, I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008, and all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
Okay, hear me out. AT&T Stadium, halftime. Cowboys fans going wild. Music hits, boom. 200 robot unicorns take the field to sort nacho cheese packets by expiration date.
You spend money on this?
I just spend money on this. I cashed out $400K in equity so that I could build them all personally, outfit them with animatronics, LED lights, and I got them fluent in Spanish.
Why do they speak Spanish?
Why would they not speak Spanish? It's a cultural thing. It's reach. It's just makes sense.
So let me get this straight. You refinanced your home to take cash out to build a herd of bilingual robot unicorns to inspect cheese.
Yeah, they don't inspect cheese. They celebrate expiration awareness, and I needed all of that money because I was going to hire Bad Bunny to do the voiceover. I'm hoping this makes sense now.
Jake, your insurance policy is for single-family residents, right? Not for mythical livestocks that also have pyrotechnics.
I did mean to update it, but I got sidetracked teaching the robot unicorns choreography.
Please.
Bye. Okay.
Please tell me to shut this down.
I tried to. I sent the quote. He gave me a thumbs up emoji, and then sent a gif of a mythical creature, unicorns.
I understood that to be legal acknowledgement.
No.
Not in my world.
Was it blue ink?
We'll fund it. We'll cover it. And if you dumb it up, well, we'll be here to fix it again.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad, but after just one email wrote, could I call you Dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Our main goal at Game Day Men's Health is to have each man feel his absolute best. You're not just a number. We care about each person. We want you to come in. We want you to optimize your testosterone. We want you to live your dream.
Anything?
See, the rings are a lot harder than people think. He's gonna be ripped and he doesn't have to like go through the contact of football.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, man. It's so great that you're showing me pictures of your family. This is all I ever wanted, you know? Over the years we've worked together, sometimes the work gets in the way, there's a little distance or a lot of distance, and now we're just here having chips, being friends, and enjoying each other's company, man.
Or brothers. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like we're brothers, or you're even like a father figure I never had. And actually, if you're cool with it, I'd love for you to be my grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that, man. Blake's grandpa, man. This is great. Everything's perfect
Feels
now.
right. Feels
yeah.
Anything? What is this? The opening ceremony of the Butt Buddy Olympics or something?
Wait, what's he doing here?
Well, my dream is to make fun of your dream. And I couldn't have imagined to be this good.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What? He's got a point. Whose side are you on? Grandpa Jake. Blake's grandpa.
That was your dream. Now we're in his dream.
Game Day Men's Health. Live your dreams. Most of them.
You're familiar with Community Mechanical? That's my HVAC company. Travis was just over my house installing something. I just let him in because, you know, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
You've met him?
Yes.
Travis
awesome,
Gafford?
Awesome guy. Came up and fixed our AC unit, which we were told was completely totaled and needed to be replaced, and did it real quick and real cheap, and got in and out, took care of us, and got signed up for the monthly or the
preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, yeah.
So the other company said it's going to be like 5 figures to replace this.
Yeah, we need a completely new unit, but there was something with the compressor that was like a $1,000 part, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But the expensive part, they said, was broken, completely totaled, and you might as well do a whole new system. They came over, Community Mechanical came over and said, no, that's not the case. It's the cheap part that's just barely broken, and they came and replaced it real quick. They both start with a C. I'm not very handy.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
Capacitor and condenser.
What else do you need to hear?
I'm good on AC. I live in Florida and have gone through like probably 4 new units throughout my time there. Yeah.
What's their phone number? Oh, 469-667-7290. You could even text them, and they'll get right back to you. Like they got back to Brandon Aubrey, who is a proud whatever of Community Mechanical.
Probably customer is a
customer,
good,
user, yeah. I couldn't get that word.
Subscriber.
The word customer begins with a C. All these other, I can't.
Capacitor, condenser.
There you go.
Condensate.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone. Don't pump it, 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 don't puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. A puppet. No puppet. A puppet. You're the puppet. The puppet. The puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone
What we're going to promote today? Oh, let's promote the Denver trip. We're leaving tomorrow. We're going to do a show Friday. What's it called?
The Dive-In.
Yep.
No. PLE?
Oh, yeah.
Premium Live. You know what a PLE is?
I do.
What is it?
Premium Live event.
Yeah. We're doing one Friday at a place called The Dive-In. Fitz is going to join us.
Is he?
Yeah, in Denver.
Sweet. I want to go. Can I go with?
Yeah. Hop in.
What's the number?
Well, considering you won't go to Pottsboro for a pretty good number.
But we're offering to drive him to Denver, though.
Yeah, it might.
Hop in.
I don't know that driving was the thing that he didn't like about it.
I like you guys. I'll go.
Fitz says you should punch in Colorado Springs on your map and put in your destination when you get close to there, because Google Maps or whatever will send you through western Colorado to save 5 minutes. It's not worth it because it's small highways and miserable landscape. And he says north. It's north of Texas.
He means
Dallas.
Eastern Colorado.
Eastern Colorado is bad?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're going there. It's brought to us by Yo Quiero.
It's like Kansas.
They sent us a bunch of dips.
I can't wait.
Like ready for the ride.
I'm in. I could live off of bean dip.
And Trident. They sent us a garage door so that wherever we are.
And it's tuned up, too.
Yeah, it's all tuned up. There's a tune-up special that Trident has.
You think it'll open even faster with the elevation?
So we drive with it over our car, and then wherever we park, it just will close.
Yeah, right there.
Of course. That's not a bad bit. You think the future of garage doors is just like a 1 second?
Yeah, I do.
Like, will we get there for some reason?
More like the Star Trek, like
It
dissolves, and then it
seals behind you.
Yeah.
Ask them about that at Trident Accent Services. That is pretty cool that they're sending us up there. txtrident.com.
Okay, so now I guess I really wanted to do Kim K audio, but I don't think we'll have time. Jake wanted to hear it really bad, but let's do this instead.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for DeeZ's Picks.
That's right, every week, every Thursday. Now, today is our Thursday, but today is Wednesday, which we're all finding makes it a little more difficult to pick games. As we like to read a lot of things. We like to read. In fact, I'm looking at my triple plays, and one of them I'm really looking at is got a pretty big injury related to it, and it's Wednesday, and we're going to pick games today.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting in an excuse right now.
Yeah, logged. I got it.
For the reason why this may go poorly.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, we're not here to win games. We're here to have fun, right? But this sucks.
So let's take a look at the picks. So it's our show versus Cirque du Sirois. The face of the franchise is here today to represent.
Thank you.
Mike Sirois. Jake leads in the standings. Well, as far as the teams are concerned, we've picked now 210 games, and our team is leading 104 wins to 99 wins.
Yeah. We had an 11-game deficit before last week, and now it's down to 5. So
5 games.
We're happy.
Cut that baby in half.
We're thrilled.
On top of the leaderboard is, so we individually have picked, 60, 70 games each. And Jake is on top with 42 wins out of 70. That's 60%. Mike Sirois, 41 wins.
Thank you, yes.
Right on the heels of Jake Kemp.
And who
is eager to tell you that he's a sports expert. He knows more about gambling than anyone.
We've had a lot of chats about this, and we steadfastly believe that Jake cannot sustain the pace that he is on, and we don't believe he will.
Yeah, and I mean, there's reason to believe that, because I'm over-leveraged on the Cowboys, and it giveth and taketh away. So that's where we are.
I'm, again, the average man, just a guy that everybody kind of knows I'm 35-35, exactly even.
You're like Shoddy.
Danny Bayless has 32 wins, Blake 27, and then Cash Sirois at 26, as far as the individual standings are concerned. And yeah, last week was a tough one for me, 3-7. Losing that triple play, that's everything. You guys all won your triple play.
It's the whole game. Yes.
You guys all won your triple play, and they were all very questionable college picks for Cirque.
Questionable. I don't understand what that means.
It just feels like you guys couldn't name any players on any of these teams that you're picking, and it's we have our questions as to how you're getting these
we have
picks.
our methods that fall within the rules outlined by your show, which we will continue to adhere to.
All right. Because you're Mike Sirois, I did want to play you some audio.
Cool. Let me guess. Is it my live spot that went?
It's the beleaguered Mike McDaniel.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Did you hear the beginning of his press conference this week?
I did not.
They're talking about Tua and whatnot. Well, I think the question's in here.
Since we're taught not to assume anything in journalism, and since Tua leads the league in interceptions, I guess we probably should ask you, will he take all the first-team practice snaps this week, and will he be your starter for the next several weeks, barring injury?
Yeah, he's going to take the snaps this week, and he's going to be our starter this week, and my expectation is that we don't throw 10 picks.
So,
yeah.
Cash and I were texting. We thought good chance that dude gets fired on the tarmac in Cleveland.
Surprisingly, he's still there. Is this a monetary thing?
Maybe. I don't understand it.
That's what I thought about Daboll last year. Jerry kind of proved it by letting McCarthy's contract just run out.
Mm-hmm.
When there were opportunities that you might have thought Jerry might have fired McCarthy before this year, but he didn't want to pay two coaches. I think the Maras are the same way. Didn't want to pay two coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you, if this is a lost season anyway, and it seems to be.
Yeah. I don't know. Just to appease a dwindling fan base. Because that dude's whole bit works when you're winning and running this motion and offense and things are going good. But the second it goes south, and I think Shoddy would be kind of the same.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'll get real mad real quick with Shoddy, I think, because of his attitude, just kind of the way he talks and everything. But it's multiplied by 10 with McDaniel, because the second it goes south, you're like, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing.
And is it all tied to how good your quarterback is?
It's
I don't know,
but it's also
Tua's been bad this year.
how good you can make your quarterback.
Yeah.
It's both.
Well, at first, it all seemed to be great. He was, who was it? Brian Flores was the big meanie.
Yeah, he was mean to Tua, and he's probably right about everything.
Now, in retrospect?
Yeah, I liked Flores. I was pissed when they fired him or however the hell that thing ended.
What was his thing with Tua?
I think Flores wanted Justin Herbert in the draft, did not want Tua. And then management and Chris Greer, their GM, wanted Tua. And then Flores was pissed about it the whole time and reflected that on his relationship with Tua and just never really propped him up or supported him.
Well, they've done nothing but prop him up and support
Yeah,
him.
McDaniel's been perfect. That's been his priority. He literally shows him like highlights of him succeeding. Like, here's you're doing good, Tua. But that shit has all just seemed to be gone now, and they're effing a joke again.
Yeah. I should have jumped on the Browns.
They should have kept their ping pong table.
They should have kept the ping pong table. Or
Once the custom table gets finished this week, though, I think.
How's the Tyreek thing going?
Morale. It's not going anywhere right now.
Are they calling for Quinn?
Dude, that was a weird thing the other day too, right? Like Quinn came off the field, first NFL action, and I'm sure there was something else going on, but
what did he do?
He didn't stop him on the way to the sideline. Quinn just ran over to the bench. It's like, you're the head coach, you're the OC, your new quarterback. You should be maybe checking in with him, but when you're kind of checked out, I don't know. It was weird.
I
didn't see it.
There had to have been
bad.
something.
People want Quinn for sure. I mean, Tua does kind of suck right now. McDaniels has lost the team and kind of sucks. So yes, any changes, including GM, all welcome. And all will happen, but you're right. Financially, I guess they're waiting.
All right, well, we pick on the air, we pick the Cowboy game, and we pick our triple play. Let's take a look this week. The Cowboys are underdogs.
They are.
In Denver, Broncos favored by 3.
I think a lot of sites have it 3.5 even, which is a big old half point. But we have it locked at 3.
For us, it doesn't really matter, right? Because 3 means you win.
Yeah.
You know, for Vegas, it matters more, I think. The half point. But yeah, Cowboys, Broncos favored by 3. And pick your triple play. So we'll go from worst to or first to last. That means we start with Jake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't feel great about the Cowboys' chances this weekend. I will take the Cowboys. They are getting a little help. You have to figure if field goals are a factor here. They're in a good spot, but man, I don't know. It really comes down to does the defense run into a little bit of luck, just like they did in the most recent game against Washington? Are there 2 out of 3 drives where the offense makes a small mistake, penalty, drop, missed block, gets behind the sticks, and they can get up 14-3 before the end of the first quarter? Like, it's really the only way I see them winning. And that Denver defense is nasty. I don't trust their offense at all, but yeah, I'm going to take Dallas. I don't think they're going to win. I'm hoping they can play a close game. And I'm not going to triple it.
How have they been in the games they've lost?
Who? The Broncos?
Have they been close games? I'm trying to think of the Cowboys because it seems like most of their games have been very close.
Well, the Bears game obviously looks really bad. If you go back and watch it, it's the same sort of deal as what happened the other day. You get behind, and now the game is over if you can't get a stop.
Carolina only 3 points. So, yeah, it's just the Bears game.
And the Eagles' loss was very close, right?
Yeah,
so
4.
But, every time you get a close loss against the Eagles, I mean, you had a close win over the Giants. That's not exactly great. And it was the old Giants. So these next 2 weeks tell a lot. I mean, if you lose both, your season's probably over. If you win both, you're probably trading for Max Crosby because the trade deadline is the Tuesday morning after the game after this one, which is a Monday night game against Arizona. But
that'll be heading into the bye too, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so that's when you do it.
And then, boy, would that be made for TV because then they play Vegas on Monday night when they come out of the bye.
Oh, it's too much to pass up. If they're 5-3, headed into the bye, headed into the trade deadline, Colleyville Heritage dude. And I don't know if that's smart or not, but he is signed up for the next couple seasons and for like $15 million a year less than what Micah ended up getting when he broke the market, or 12 or something.
So what do you give up one of those number ones?
I would rather not, but I would, because now if the deal, I heard Machota say this, if you told me the whole deal was you give up Micah Parsons and a 1 for 2 1s.
Wait, Micah Parsons.
Like if you look at the whole trade in general,
okay.
Right? Like they send a 1 away and get Crosby, right? So their overall balance is they have Crosby, Kenny Clark, and 1 extra 1 instead of 2. You would take that deal, especially knowing what Micah makes and what Max Crosby makes. Mm-hmm. You would do that.
Mm-hmm.
And now it feels like they're boxed in public pressure-wise on bringing Pickens back. So I don't know. I would do it. I'm not going to triple play him, though. For my triple play, I'm going to we're leaning on Travis for live spots today. I'm going to lean on him for this one as well. I feel like Baylor can beat Cincinnati. I feel like Baylor can definitely get within 4.5.
Like I said off air, Baylor is the college Cowboys. So it just matters. A couple defensive stops, they're going to score enough.
Did you go to Baylor?
Drew and I both did, yes.
Okay.
Baylor's terrible defensively.
The second worst Power 5 or Power 4 defense, Oklahoma State's the only worst.
Okay, then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that information and run the other way, and I will take the Cincinnati Bearcats at home to cover 4.5
Sawyer
points.
Robertson leads
right.
the
This is how
NCAA
convicted you are in your triple play.
This is a triple.
Yeah, this isn't messing
just a
around.
We're going Cincinnati. Give me Cincinnati. Yeah.
And this is the guy who's whooping all our asses.
Yeah, we're going Cincinnati. You play the sounder if you want. I'll play mine. It's the nothing good can happen.
Triple play.
All right, Mike Sirois.
Thank you. Travis, who would you take in these things? I'm taking Dallas +3. I've kind of jumped back and forth with the Cowboys, and I don't even, you have the numbers. I don't even think I've done very well with them, but I tend to not believe in them. But Denver's a weird ass team too. I don't know if you talked about that crazy ass game.
Yeah.
Mike Sirois is 3-4 when picking the Cowboys games.
They should have won going away last week, but they didn't.
Yeah. And
Denver.
then 4 touchdowns in the fourth, and I actually really like Bo Nix too. But all that said, I think 3 is a big chunk of points for a team with that offense. And I'm kind of with you. I think Cowboys lose, and I think they lose by like 1. So I am taking 3 points and are fighting Dallas Cowboys for that one. Triple play / wild card. We have something in my little gambling text circle called a home unranked favorite versus ranked teams. And believe it or not, it's pretty successful on the long term, and we have one. We have Iowa State as a home unranked favorite, 2.5 against BYU, who's a ranked team. And
so who do we lean towards in this?
I'm taking Iowa State -2.5.
Okay.
As
the home unranked
favorite versus a ranked team.
Okay.
Because Vegas or whoever, you'd think the ranked team is always going to be the favorite, but they know the home thing matters, and this is a decent team. So Iowa State -2.5 as the Huffvert.
I was going to say, is there something cool we could use there?
Yeah,
government type acronym.
We just HUFVRT it, which doesn't flow
Work
all
on
that
it.
well.
Work on it.
We're huffing Iowa State at 2.5 as our triple play. Ding, ding, ding.
Triple play.
Good luck to me.
I have a proposed payoff. You guys know who Lisa Nowak is?
Yeah, why do I know that name?
She was a scientist, an astronaut even.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And she
what's she known for? Something incredible she did in space? A discovery, perhaps?
An equation, a math formula, aeronautics. No, she drove 900 miles across the country from Houston to Orlando in diapers to try to kill her boyfriend's new girlfriend. And so Dustin, our business lawyer, proposes, I don't know how this plays out on the air, but a 900-mile no-stop diaper drive from Houston to Orlando.
It's funny.
I don't know what you do with it. I don't know if you just check it. I don't know how you prove you're pissing yourself or something. But
why, when I hear
this
that?
is the guy who handles all of our contracts. Like, yeah.
Why I hear that and I'm like, okay, decent, but I don't want to go down to Houston and then start.
Just the worst part of all of it, pissing yourself, Orlando, the drive. Like, I don't want to have to go to Houston.
Can we go from here to Orlando? And then we agree.
All right, we'll table talk that one.
All right, I'm up. My Cowboys picks this year are the worst of any. Everybody else is 3-4 or 4-3. I'm 1-6, and it's because I have recency bias. I go by whatever they have most recently done, and if you take a look at their schedule, they win, then they lose. They win, lose, win, lose. So let's get right. They will not cover that 3-point spread in Denver. They're going to lose this game, and they're going to lose the cover. So I will pick the Denver Broncos for that.
Man.
And my trip. What?
No, I'm just I'm not mad at you. I'm just thinking about how much is on, they're probably going to be 500 all year, but if they lose the next 2 games, the rest of the year will be boring. They can't lose both of the next 2.
I didn't say they'd lose both of them. I'm just
worried.
In fact, I just declared they go every other week.
They need to mix a tie in here somewhere.
Yeah. And then the triple play, I like to tell you a few that I look at, and that way you can know that, oh, look, he would have had his triple play right on these other games.
Close.
And then I always get the wrong one that I pick. And so, one I'm really leaning towards, I really like this number. If Lamar Jackson is out, I like Baltimore favored by 6.5. I like Chicago. I love Chicago. But is Lamar Jackson back? I hear he's back at practice today, but he wasn't at practice Tuesday. And he's been out for a long time, and they had a bye. And obviously they've got to do everything they can to win this game. But their defense has been horrible. So just 6.5 is a lot to cover. I kind of also like 7.5 Carolina getting at home. But do you want to? Am I going to triple play Andy Dalton?
No.
That's the question here. Do we triple play Andy Dalton? Even though Mike Machine Marshall was telling us the other day how Dalton, he'll put up some numbers on his first game. Like, he's saying that's a good fantasy pick.
It's 7 points.
7.5 on our sheet.
Like every NFL season has 3 or 4 of those games where somebody shows up, old quarterback, and just balls out for one game. And then the team falls in love with it, and then they get the piss kicked out of them the next week.
And Carolina at home?
And you do love the the NFC South, the wilderness.
Well, and speaking of the NFC South, then I'm looking over here at Atlanta.
What do they got?
They're favored by 7 with the reeling Miami Dolphins coming in there. And Atlanta is also a every other week type thing, and they're also really good at home. So can you imagine just heading into any season thinking, yeah, I was going to triple play the Bears at Baltimore or Carolina hosting Buffalo or Atlanta against Miami? This is where I find myself. And we will land on, let's go with Andy Dalton.
Wow.
To
the biggest Andy Dalton hater I know.
You're falling for it.
What's he been doing?
The team that beats the Cowboys you think are the greatest team ever? This happens all the time. Carolina sucks.
They do suck.
They don't.
But I feel like covering 7.5, like they just have to be within 7.5. They can lose by a touchdown, and I'm going to win. And
that works, Blake.
That's what I am
That's
going
how
to
it
root
works.
for. Yeah, that's what I'm going to root for. All right, Blake, you're up next because the other guys aren't even here.
So I really like this Eagles -7. I think they're pissed off losing to the Giants a couple weeks ago, but I stink at the NFL. So I'm going to go to college. And I'm looking at a Giant spread because Giant spreads are fun.
Is that why you put the Oklahoma State game in here? So on our weekly picks, we don't publicize this except online. And we have to somehow pick, and I thought this was a little shot at Foodie CK over there too. Texas Tech hosting Oklahoma State. Tech favored by 38.5.
I think that's
what
fun.
are we doing?
I think that's fun.
That is fun.
But now
Mix
we've
one
also
in there.
lost tortillas.
You got to account for that.
You feel like there's going to be a little tortilla momentum? Tortilla.
No, just
let down.
We try to spread it out. That was the really only game in the 2:30
How do you feel about this,
window.
Clayton? Are you offended?
Not at all.
No,
what's going on in the stands in Stillwater is way more exciting than what's going on in the field.
Okay, well, we're not in Stillwater, are we?
No,
we're at Tech.
Anyway, Wisconsin lost last week to Ohio State 34-0. In the game before that, they also scored 0. The most they've scored this week against a decent opponent is 17. They're going to Oregon, and Oregon is laying 33.5. It's a Saturday night in Autzen. Give me the Ducks -33.5 for my triple.
That's a fun pick.
And then for Cowboys,
Those two teams hate each other, Dan, from way back, Oregon and Wisconsin.
just for me personally, it's more fun if the Cowboys win. I don't see how they do it, but give me the Cowboys +3.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We need
there
it.
you go.
Can you mule us some food?
I'll let you know what they have. Yeah.
Okay.
And pitch it out the window.
Oh, us up in the high section?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting tickets up like the very, very top section at Denver.
Really?
Like they have a 500 level.
Oof.
And that's where we are.
Cool.
So if you think you're high above elevation, like playing on the field,
Yeah.
imagine where we're
really
2 miles up.
Will we have like a oxygen mask or something?
You could probably get little. I bet they sell them at the game.
Well, probably not about the game, but around.
I'm interested in getting some steps and just seeing how that affects just being whatever. Because I think I was talking to a friend the other day who I said Fitz was going to tell me some places to go hiking. And they're like, "You're gonna hike?" I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? I walk every day." They're like, "Hiking is different than walking."
Yeah.
And they did say there are like hiking for dummies where it's kind of like level land hiking.
Yeah, that's what we usually do with our kids. Like, you go out even around DFW on the weekend.
So I am Jake's 4-year-old kid here.
Yeah, pretty.
Scenario.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do.
I have the boys' picks if you want them real quick.
All right.
Do you want them?
Yeah.
All right, Danny takes Cowboys. You writing? Do you want these? Cowboys.
Keep a record.
And he takes as his triple play Navy.
See these guys. I don't like what's going on.
No.
We're
Navy,
losing.
Florida,
Something
Atlantic.
weird is going on.
Tried to tell you.
There's some cheating going on. Go ahead.
How's this? We're losing.
Navy and Florida Atlantic. Okay.
Cowboys
started
and
cheating.
Navy as the triple for Danny, and Cash Sirois is taking the Broncos -3, and he is locked into Toledo.
Great.
Football. Toledo plus 1.5 as his triple play. And
Real entertainment value there. Watching Toledo.
I'm sure all your fans are locked into every random ass wildcard game we pick. And good luck to Danny and Cash.
I need to promote this, even though we've been promoting our Denver trip. I just want you to save the date. 1 week from Friday is Halloween. And we have a Halloween PLE.
Cool.
Nice.
Halloween Havoc.
Premier live event at Cane Rosso in Carrollton. They are the official food sponsor. Ever since you left, we now have like an awesome food sponsor.
Great.
Cane Rosso. So we're going to have to get you on another game.
Yeah. I love Cane Rosso.
Yeah, and they will be at every one of our game streams, and they will also be at their location. That's where they always are. It's in Carrollton.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our
Bread and
show
butter.
there a week from Friday. Are we all dressing up?
Yeah, I mean, I can only control what I can control.
I'm asking if we all are.
I told you what I was coming as.
I know you are. What are you wearing, Clayton? Or you want to reveal that now or no? Clayton is going to dress up, though, he informs us.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going as Miriam.
Full buy-in.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going as Shirley. And then we'll be Laverne and Shirley. Or Miriam
No,
as-
because I'll have like an Anthony Davis jersey and like a super racist against like Arabs or Muslim thing on my shirt to make it.
Maybe I should go as your son-in-law,
I think that'd be great.
Patrick Dumont, since he won't be fat guy in a little coat.
Come on.
He's upset about that. He's upset about that depiction.
That's gonna be a heck of a day, man. Put on some costumes, come out and party.
Yeah, join us there.
Halloween Friday.
Eat some food, and then, yeah, we're going to do our show and maybe a costume contest.
Hell yes.
Julie said she would vote on she would be the judge on a Halloween costume contest. So wear something that would be attractive to Julie Dobbs, and you could win.
What do you win? I mean,
well, we're gonna get something to win. Like Cane Rosso will give us some stuff. We got some stuff. Like let's just generically say.
okay, I just want people to dress
to win
up.
something.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to
You wouldn't get to hang
incentivize
out.
people, huh?
People should do it for the love of the game, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Dress up because it's fun to dress up.
It is fun, and then you'll be ready for the night, right? Is trick or treating Friday, or is it going to be Saturday? What do you know about that?
Yeah, it would have to be Thursday or Friday, I would think.
Some days they trick it up in certain.
Do they?
Municipalities. Are you not? You never had little kids, so.
No. And my mom's birthday is Halloween, so she would always get us to go to Benihana or something, so we wouldn't be out throwing eggs at houses and shit. But I'm pretty sure trick or treating is the night of Halloween, no matter what day it is.
Well, maybe you have other. I haven't experienced.
Am I high? Has it never not been the day of Halloween?
We've always done Halloween.
Am I crazy? Okay, maybe I'm okay. All right. Well, let's do the news.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
What am I thinking of? Labor Day?
You are thinking of something, and I can't think of it.
There are some holidays that
they push
like
it to the
St.
weekend.
Patrick's Day, for
July
example.
4th.
No.
What?
July 4th. Sometimes it's July 3rd. Day of
Like the fireworks show
Yeah.
is on a different day, maybe.
But always July 4th is always July 4th.
Yeah, always.
Just like Friday the 13th.
But the fireworks sometimes are different. That's what I meant.
We found one that sort of applies, so yes.
I think everyone's
with
doing
that.
great.
I just wondered with Friday football.
Yeah,
all
no,
that,
that's legit.
like
I don't know.
high school football. You're telling
Now,
me you're gonna
the hardcore, like the party. You do that Friday night. Like if we were still in the game, we'd be going. Somebody's house we'd be going on Friday night or going to the bar Friday night. So just started early with us. Fort Worth had a little bit of a decision to make. This is from the makers of the Commanders changing their name to the Commanders when FedEx got involved, who was their stadium sponsor. Fort Worth City Council has agreed to rename a stretch of White Settlement Road. Now, is this somebody just kind of over time it bothered them so much, and every day they're like, this is weird. You know, we should probably try to, no. There are plans for a $1.7 billion retail and residential development called West Side Village. So developers came in and said, hey, we really like this area. Want to dump a ton of money into it. But there is just like this one little thing that we really feel
One
like
request.
if we were going to get Sephora and the sauna place and the coffee shop, maybe.
This is not that odd, though. Like, it does seem like it's because it's White Settlement, but I took a turn on IKEA Boulevard
yeah, sure.
a couple
They've got
weeks ago in
Nebraska
Grand Prairie.
Furniture Mart as a street.
But
No.
this is also IKEA Boulevard might have been built
for them
to service IKEA, yeah.
It was, and
so this is an actual road that's already there.
yeah. The name White Settlement dates back to the 1800s when settlers were first identified by local Native Americans. That is an interesting way.
Yeah, they did it. They were racist. We tried to have a team called the Redskins. You said that's racist.
Right.
You called
just
our
sitting
settlement
here.
White Settlement. And all of a sudden, we're the bad guys?
Right. We're just settling.
Just settling
We're
here.
trying to settle. A
And then
peaceful settling.
Whatever land you got.
Right by this little body of water.
Oh,
nice
man.
spot for us.
Here, we'll take the land.
We have a
Here's
spot-
a blanket. Deal?
They talked to a couple of local
Breathe
business
in.
owners.
Breathe in.
Ooh, it's getting cold.
Breathe in.
Aren't you thankful? Aren't you thankful?
Probably just
Everybody?
allergies.
You just lay down. You'll be fine.
Some are worried about the economic impact of this. A local business owner said Fort Worth's small and mid-sized businesses form the backbone of the economy. A name change may seem symbolic. For us, a name change has long-term effects on operations and customers and employees. So
the backbone of
you're
this.
just going to get confused. You're going to go over there and be like, where are the whites?
That's right.
What is this?
That ruined when I would go to work at the old station when I had to turn on the Nowitzki Way. Like, I got lost so many times.
You were late so many days. I remember that.
It was Victory Avenue.
McKinney is taking steps to address their homeless problem. They're unhoused in public spaces. So they passed a couple of ordinances last night, and make it illegal to be homeless, like most of these do. One of them makes it unlawful to sleep, lie, or sit on a public sidewalk, street, or median, which is would be a real problem for me. And I once had a non-white friend tell me that this was kind of a white people thing, but I'll sit down anywhere on you. Bus station, I've been in the subway or whatever, and I'll just sit down. I don't want to wait. I don't want to stand. Just sit down.
You'll sit against the wall?
Yeah, and you look
You got to
like
be against the wall. If you're in the middle of the
sit against the wall
thing,
and you do look like a child because your knees are up.
Yeah.
But I'm not standing.
Now, that's an
I like to
airport
sit.
move for sure.
But even that I get made fun of. Like, oh, you just because it looks childish, but also standing. No thanks. The second
make
one prohibits camping in any publicly accessible space. So I was watching coverage of this on the news, and I found it kind of funny the way that they talked about it here. I think this is it right here. Am I up, Blake?
Good night. That's right, Cynthia.
Okay, that is not it. Never mind.
wanna hear
abort,
that, though.
abort.
Timeless beauty.
Abort. The funny part to be, oh, here it is.
Sometimes tough love comes into play. this is just ridiculous in McKinney.
The city did finally approve both ordinances. This now gives police the enforcement power to give out warnings, then citations, and beyond. But at this same meeting, the city decided to also do a year-long study on homelessness locally.
How do we as a city, how do we provide, what do we do to help that challenge and that population in McKinney?
A year-long study. That's great.
We're looking into it.
That's great. So whatever cash it
Hold on,
costs
I got $1 million
to do
here.
this study.
I could give this to these people, but
give
what
it
if
to them for anything? Like, who cares what they use it for?
What if we give it to these guys to study
We're
this
arresting you, but we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
we're going to get the best men on this, and we're going to figure out why it is that you're homeless.
If I just had some money for some food. Actually, we had money for your food.
But we paid this.
Everyone gather around. This duffel bag, see all this cash?
We're
going to figure this out.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check in with you in 1 year.
We're going to give it...
and then the study is like, I don't know. Just make it illegal. If you make it illegal, then there you go.
It is so funny to me. They tag that in there of just, hey, yeah. A couple of other things, as you might have heard there. This is Pete's tease last night, going to break. Pete's a guy, the weather's about Pete. He's not there to just simply communicate and give you the weather. He's there. You're in Pete's world.
Night.
There you go.
That's right, Cynthia.
Until the Mavericks season opener. Coming up, we'll hear from Cooper Flagg as he gets ready for his NBA regular season debut.
Well, you know, I've been known to cancel schools during the winter, and I'm thinking about canceling football games Friday night. That's right, Cynthia. I'll have the full forecast. Wait until you see this. Wet coming up.
Accidents can change a life.
What is that?
That's horrible.
What is that? Like, he really leans into the, like, I'm the winter weather Grinch thing of, like, I've been known. And it's just because people send him comments.
Right. He's
a walking
online.
reception
He's
of
very
comments.
online. He's the Micah of
It's
weathermen.
wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. So, some of their banter.
He's the Antonio Brown.
Jeez.
Of weathermen.
I really do enjoy their banter every time on WFA. They'll do, as they're about to tell you here, they'll do a feel good story on you. They really love those. And this one, apparently there was a movie, I think it might have been called Calendar Girls, but it was about old women, and it was about old women who got together. I think they were like in England, a group of friends, and to raise money for something they needed to raise money for. The comedy is all these old women pose nude for a calendar. Okay? So WFAA found a nursing home here in DFW where they drew inspiration from that movie and did that.
It wasn't Presbyterian Village North, was it?
It was.
Oh, my. Really?
Yeah.
Go on.
Dead serious. I can find you the
That's
the
where your mom is?
Yeah. A new resident.
Miss November?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Miss November.
Let's
Sexy
I can
new-
Presbyterian Village North.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
so that
for
place
those-
looks sick. They had
so
movie
they have
night.
people there that don't remember, like they've seen this episode of It's Just Cake, or Is It
Yeah.
Cake
Yes.
yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like they don't remember the one they saw a half hour ago.
Yeah. They never know if it's
So they can easily ask, would you want to pose for the... Sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Before you even say, as a new resident, they have a newsletter that someone who used to work in journalism put together. You know, so that's their project. You know, so new residents do get like a interview. So I was looking out for that. And I asked her the other day. I'm like, she's like, someone came over to interview me and did all this. I don't recall if there was a photographer included in this.
Well,
so-
I don't know.
So
I don't know if this will be an annual thing, but WFA did a story on it. The dudes at the place are really into it. They talked to a couple of them, and they're like, I just think it's wonderful. And you can get one for like $10 online. They're all drunk off like Prosecco and champagne the whole time they're doing the interview. It's a masterful piece, but this is how it ended, and then it goes back to the news desk. I love this.
Timeless beauties riding off into a sunset that they're not ready to meet just yet. in North Dallas. I'm Kevin Reese.
Looking good, ladies. Muy caliente.
I love it. Carol, Celine, Susan, that was amazing. And I love the fact that guys are lining up to get copies of that calendar.
I mean, that is. Yeah, what do you mean, dude? Of course they are. It's fresh material for the first time in forever. Like they just focus on the guys. They'll go up to them. What do you think about it? It's great. I love it. With a little sinister look in their eye. Like, yeah, of course. I've been waiting to see that chick naked.
Dude, the first like event when she moved in, I went with her, you know, because they like twice a week they have like entertainment, like 6 o'clock, someone playing a tuba or not tuba, whatever, musical instrument or dance, and they had like hippie happy hour, and they were just playing 60s and 70s music, and they were dressed up in hippie stuff, you know, and dancing. And one of the girls on stage, and I think she's a resident. I mean, I was sitting way in the back, and I'm like, that's a good-looking woman. Probably 75, I don't know. She was introduced herself as Miss Texas, like 1980, I don't even know, 86 or something. And I Google her, you know, and I mean, 1986, shocking. I mean, perfect. She's gorgeous. She's still like basically pushing 80 and from 50 yards, very hot.
Would you do it?
Then like you could say you were with Miss Texas.
You're single. She lives there with your mom. You just sort of start to say hi.
I'll answer that question after the show.
Okay.
So anyway, there's your cover model locked up every year for the PVN.
I mean, dude, they're not like showing titty, but it's pretty close. Like,
Jesus,
again, the reason
really?
I had the term mahjong in my head is that in the news story they're like a nude mahjong game, and it's like women at the, I don't know, but you know, WFA Pete wasn't done.
Wonderful.
I
right
bet
there.
your boy T Boone Pickens is looking down from heaven,
he's
smiling.
He's loving every minute.
I guess T Boone Pickens is affiliated with this hospice play. I don't know, somehow.
Be happy to pose in his birthday suit too. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, that's a great story.
Yep.
If you're new here to Dallas, Fort Worth, and to Texas,
where do you think this is headed? I mean, right here, I'm like, what are we doing? We did the dismount. Get to the weather. Get on to it. What are we doing?
This is the station that has fun stories like that. You just, honest to goodness, that doesn't happen in many other markets, and it certainly doesn't happen in this market other than right here. No. So it's nice to see Kevin Reese get out and do a story like that.
They make space for news like that really makes you feel good about living here.
Oh, no doubt. And there's so much negative stuff.
Bingo. The local news telling me there's so much negative stuff. Now, where's Cynthia at on all this?
Something that just puts it. We were sitting here laughing. We just love that story. That was
put
great.
A smile on my face.
No
Pete,
doubt.
When you said if you're new here, I thought you said something
if you're
other than
new here. Yeah.
If you're nude.
No, new. N-E-W, not N-U-D-E.
Okay.
Okay, I have Pete's trying to make like a serious point. Cynthia's been sitting there for 1 minute going, I thought you said if you're nude.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Now I'm thinking about all the people sitting out there nude watching the
Move
show.
on, Peter.
I will try to hunt down a calendar for your studio next time I go up. Maybe today.
Check this bad boy out. We got this from a fantasy league that we visited the other day. Just give that a perusal. It's a fat one of the original viral photos. We're keeping track of...
He lost his league, so he had to do a calendar.
Oh, one guy had to do all this?
We're keeping track of sidewalks everywhere, Dan.
The painted rainbow sidewalk?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. This is important. I want to know
It's very important. So in Houston, their Oaklawn or Cedar Springs is the Montrose neighborhood. And last night, and I told you guys last week that these were getting painted over the weekend. They did.
Good.
And last night, the rainbows returned. They painted up. The people in the neighborhood are like, yeah, we're just going to keep painting this.
Okay.
So now we're at another standoff.
Just kind of a back and forth?
Yeah.
Like, so if the city complies, do they get their funding?
I mean, that's the reason.
The gays, it's not us. It's these other people that are doing this.
Right.
Like,
so
I want the funding. I keep painting
I did
over.
what I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But gays and paint, you can't stop them. If
That's
they're
all
doing art, they
love the art.
They'll keep doing it.
They love the paint, folks.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
I saw a story where like a church.
Yeah, church
in
painted
Dallas.
their steps of their church. Cool.
When did that church become woke?
Well, I think that church, based on the look of things and the person who was doing the leading of that church, they were pretty woke.
It's Oaklawn United Methodist, so it's in the neighborhood too.
There you go.
Charlie in the box over there. What? He talks like this.
Oh, okay.
That's my attempted little comedy. Didn't go.
At gay voice.
Well, you know.
And
look,
Luigi Mangione. You remember him?
Oh yeah.
Free him.
He is in prison right now, and there is a new report about, he's been talking to investigators, and in the year before his assassination of the United Healthcare CEO, he told them a number of things that he went and did. One of them was he was in Thailand, and he says that he was beaten up by a group of 7 lady boys. Now, that came into play because when he got his ass kicked, he wanted to find out how much an MRI was, and that's when he learned how cheap it is to get an MRI in another country, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. So that's why it's pertinent, is that like that's why he is mentioning that, is like, yeah, well, I had to get an MRI in Thailand. That's when I found out that you can do this for what, $50, $100 in other countries.
Yeah, is that where my buddy Max visited? I told you. Yeah,
Thailand,
his
for sure.
mother-in-law or something. Same thing. I think
spider.
I thought it was like a stray cat or something bitter. And she had to go in and get tetanus shots and this and that. And he was like, yeah, it was like $20. Like, they gave us a bill right there. And then we came back because they have to get a series of shots. And it was like $800 the next shot he got when he came back here.
I'm getting a heart scan Friday, and I already paid for it. It's $1,600.
What does that do besides just, what was it going to tell you?
From the date I'm going to have my heart attack.
So blockage and stuff like that?
Blockage and, yeah. And I want to know that shit, but $1,600 for like an IV and then a little MRI job.
And then,
Have you
isn't
done
there a
that?
weird bit? I've had some heart stuff, yeah. I don't know what.
Okay.
They do stuff. They go in there and look at stuff. I have like a little hole in my heart. That's why.
You do?
Yeah, I think so.
From Luca?
Or something. Maybe it's from Luca.
They said no hiking.
Isn't there also a... They said I can't get up before 6:30 a.m. I'm not allowed to leave until 7 a.m. to go anywhere.
Yes, doctor.
But don't they say if you say, oh, I can only pay cash, well, it's a different price then? They would charge you less?
Where's this?
Any doctor. Like if you say I have insurance, oh, okay, here you go.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But if you're like, I'm paying out of
That's
pocket.
a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then we'll cut this in half. Like, doesn't that prove this is a big scam? Like, so it doesn't really cost that much.
So you're saying what he did was you kind of get it.
Oh,
All right,
you're back to
anyways,
Luigi?
anyways, there's your news.
Okay.
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news. Houston to Orlando, 900 miles again. So just consider it.
So viewer mail birthdays are going to be brought to us by Poncho.
Hey now.
That was a cool hat you got on.
Thanks, man.
I thought that before you even started this spot.
I think they do much more than hats, though.
They do.
The
They
hat
do
is like
shirts.
an
I got a
ancillary
poncho
item.
shirt on right now. Blake, known for his work in the poncho shirt on the Cowboys broadcast. You can see that there on the screen. Blake,
Oh, really? You can wear it like under a jacket?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, look at
Because I thought it was like an outdoorsy type thing.
No,
That's a thing.
They got nice.
Versatile.
Yeah. It's light.
It's light. It's got SPF right there in it.
What can Poncho not do?
I probably like tourniquet. Like if we said that you could save someone's life with it, they'd probably be upset. But
I bet you could, though. Like, what if you got your leg was chopped off half and you had to tie a poncho shirt? You don't think that thing's solid?
I'd trust it over just shirt.
There you go.
For sure. And you'd also get yourself a little discount whenever you order via us. PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone. It's not Poncho Outdoors, but there are 2 O's. PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone. $10 off, free shipping. These things are sweet. Stock up. They've got a nice fit to them. If you're a sweaty guy, they say that like they're great for if you're going fishing. And I'm like, yeah, that's the only way I'll end up drenched fishing. So they're also pretty great if you're really sweaty. So.
Did you see him at the state fair?
I was about to say it.
Yeah.
You went gray.
I know, it was on purpose.
Bad move.
I did it on purpose.
Okay, you wanted everybody to see how much you can sweat?
And I was tracking it too. Like ladies would just be like, what the f-?
Yeah.
And dudes too would be like, I saw a couple people at the Rivian thing were like talking, laughing. And I was like, I know. And it was great.
The Vince Young was wincing at you in the photo.
I know. That's because my poncho
But that was not a poncho shirt.
was in the laundry. Yeah. PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone. Let them know the Dumb Zone sent you, folks.
Okay, let's do some viewer mail birthdays. I got a bunch of them today.
Well, cool.
Happy New Year, Uncle Fupa Thumpa. My son turns 1 October 22nd. Wait, what is today?
Yeah, you nailed
October
it, bud.
22nd.
Oh, good.
On fire.
We're celebrating his first birthday, gay, this Saturday. I need to extend a heartfelt thanks to you and your esteemed colleagues. Is that an anchor phrase? As the wife wanted to have the party at 3 p.m., but due to an assist from y'all's playbook, we are having it at noon to preserve most of my Saturday. It was not the 10 a.m. I requested, but it will suffice.
Yeah, you're messing with naps, though.
That's okay. They can nap afterward, and then they'll take a super tired nap, which will last the entire rest of the day.
Yeah, but then they don't go to bed at night.
To deal with that then.
No, you got to limit it. Yeah, keep it to a 30-minute nap.
Jake, I request a name rating. Marco Daniel Biasi.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Feels like we're not doing coke dealer names anymore. That's a good one. Marco.
Marco.
I have a quick question about loyalty. I was a Mavs fan my entire life, but what was done February 2nd cannot be undone. Basketball meant so much to me. I was lost in fandom for a while. Is it acceptable for me to be a Spurs fan now? I like what they are building. I think they'll be a fun team to watch.
You do?
And loyalty does seem to matter there. Since the Mavs basically hooked up with another chick, can I cheat on my fandom now? I'll always cheer Luka, but I can't bring myself to like the Lakers. I need something to root for. More Blake, more TC, more midlife crisis Jake, less C on Dan's shorts.
You did have a problem with that.
My leader will always be the dental hygienist that wrote their dissertation on TC's dental experiment.
Is that true?
Dominic Biasi.
It's not far off. Yeah, he was a research subject after not going to the dentist for 15 years. I have a hard time judging anyone on this, man. I feel like it's a Black Swan event, and the response to it, we have no rules or roadmap for. I can't get into it. Like, I don't care about the Lakers. I'll root for Luka if they're on, but whatever. I don't know. Spurs, you're probably going to catch
That's
a little
hard.
heat from
Go
your
with someone
buddy.
random. That's like you get cheated on and then you go with the sister. You know, someone real close just to screw the girl who cheated on you even harder. Go with the Orlando Magic. Hell, drive down there.
Get some of the Benz.
Dear Colossus of C, Thursday is the birthday, I think I started reading this last week, of the sweet giant man that married my sister, Tony Wade. His leaders are Clayton and Bevo.
Okay.
More Dan from Dallas. Dan, tomorrow is my husband Steve's Dirk birthday. He's still bitching about not getting a headset during our sit-in. This is from Plashley.
Oh, no.
Jake is his leader. He enjoys the fact that Jake doesn't like me.
That is not true.
I doubt this email will get read since my last snail mail was ignored.
What was it?
I can't remember. She sent us some nice gifts. And I texted her a reply because I have her text.
Her phone number?
I slide into her DM. Yeah, her phone number. Her text number. Because they were in the den, so usually if you come into the den, I will give you some directions and all that. So I thanked her for the snail mail. And she's saying right here, my last snail mail was ignored.
Yeah, she probably means me because I don't know her email or her text number.
That's how much you hate her.
But I didn't ask you for it when I should have. She sent me an item, and it was much appreciated, a little note, but it didn't.
Oh, okay. Well,
come
she
with
got
any sort of
half the show got back to her. I am one former Aggie, a step away from bringing joy to Jake when I unsubscribe. Have fun in Denver. I hope to hear a lot of incomplete chants. Good bit from Plashley. Daniel, Wednesday is the Nolan Ryan birthday of my friend Olivia at babydoe_G on Twitter. Her leaders are Baker Mayfield and Joey McGuire. Loyal Dumb Zone subscriber. She loves the DeeZ crew necks from the merch store. Thanks for your service from Tim in Arlington at Rookie Mistake.
good dude.
Dear Dan, the
taking care of people.
Golden Shower Man. Golden Shower Man. I want to give a birthday shout out to my Dan Benny. He turns 69. Nice today. We did not give up our Mavs tickets after the trade because they're second row behind the Mavs bench. Let's see. So we will celebrate his birthday by watching Wemby mystify our new pimple face Price and the unibrowed Cyclops while staring daggers into the little bitch GM as he cowers in the tunnel. P.S. Salad bars are fantastic, so Jake and Blake should go play in traffic.
Man,
happy birthday, Dad, from Brandon.
You know what I love? Carrots at room
to one day swim with Dan in his pool.
I've not participated in any running off of any sponsors, and not everyone in here can say that. So I will.
You haven't?
No. I'm not Mr. Cooter Pooter, and I'm not the guy who posts Cooter Pooter montage online.
Not my idea.
I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't your idea?
I'm chilling, buddy.
Whose idea was it?
Ask these guys.
No, you love how long disclaimers are. You read them with as much enthusiasm as you can.
Damn.
And you're just laughing.
You got me. Marginal. It's like isn't that what Trump said about Santa Claus? How old are you, 7? Well, that's pretty marginal at that point. That's how I feel.
All right, let's do this now.
Game Day Men's Health presents On This Day in History.
Travis goes to game day, too. Did you mention the Dumb Zone? You get 10% off your TRT for life?
I did.
You ever get yourself a nice B12 shot?
No, but I do the recovery peptides. I dislocated my knee, and now my knee doesn't crack anymore when I walk, so it's great.
Oh, really? Yep. You go to Grapevine location?
I do.
They have 11 others.
GameDay.dumbzone.com. That's internet.
I'm going by there today.
You ever been on the internet? Oh, you are?
Pick up my shot.
Get ready for the week ahead. You know what? Maybe I'll stop by.
I'm
for
taking it with me. A Denver listener can give it to me on Friday.
Oh, really?
You should do everything Jake does.
Yeah, he's right, dude.
I will.
Why you copy me? Oh.
We want everybody listening to do everything Jake does. GameDay.dumbzone.com. Might like you to jump on board once in a while to support anything we do.
It is nice. I went to Alabama for a week, and they gave me all the syringes so I didn't, because I wouldn't go in to get the shot.
Well, if you don't like the shot, you can also get the cream. Apply the cream. And then, you can get someone in Denver to do that for you. Like, hey, we just rub this on my balls. Because I think some of the cream you do put on the bally area.
Thought you were a fan.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Just bros.
DFs, man. Rub me down with this.
Bros for life.
Testosterone cream.
GameDay.dumbzone.com. Don't mention Blake when you go in there.
They'll charge you 10% more.
Use code Blake10.
Wednesday, October 22nd, 1797. Andre Jacques Garnerin. Probably pronounces his name more French.
Maybe? I don't know.
He's a French balloonist. In 1797, made the first ever parachute jump. So he must have jumped out of his balloon, right? Like, hey, whoa.
Think.
How do I get down?
Balloonist.
That's what it says here. That's balloon enthusiast. On this day, okay. I got a little Dumb Zone extra on this one. This is the day in 1997 that Wayne Gretzky's wife, Janet, was knocked unconscious and she got 2 stitches while she's at a game. that Gretzky is playing in. And I've been fascinated by this story for a long time. Because if you thought Gretzky was your leader before, well, here's the thing. This is a regular season hockey game. Let's take a look at the New York Rangers that year. Not a great team. In fact, what did they finish that year? 25, 39, and 18. It's a bad team. This is game number 10. Okay? Or is it 9? What day is today? The 22nd. Yeah,
It's
game
not
number 10.
Playoffs.
Going into this game, they're 2, 3, and 4. This is like, yeah. What I'm saying is it's October hockey. When have you ever heard a legendary story about October hockey?
Most people don't know what's going on.
Right. So he didn't lead like this. It's the third period. There's like 7 minutes left in the game. Somebody checks into the board, and instead of breaking, the glass sometimes cracks. The whole thing fell down on top of Wayne Gretzky's wife, knocked her out. She is unconscious. They come, get the medical people over there. She's on a stretcher. They take her off.
They do the stick tap.
They have to go through the ice to take her off because what are they going to walk up the stairs? No, they go through the tunnel, load her onto a ambulance. Wayne Gretzky skates back to the bench and finishes the game. He only skated one more shift, and they lost 1-0.
Could have been the equalizer though.
He's like, no, I'm not leaving. She was unconscious on her way and went to the hospital. Can you imagine what your wife would say if she woke up and you weren't there?
Wayne, honey, no.
Oh, it must have been a real tight. No, it
Wayne's
didn't
team
matter.
had last change,
Did he-
so he had to
Did he
stick
skate
around
over
and
to
see if
check
he
He
on
only
her?
skated one more shift.
But did he skate over to check on her and then think, what the hell am I going to really do here?
Yeah, they were like,
So he
yeah, she's
checked.
going to be fine. He's like, oh,
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Gone.
I'm the great one.
There he goes.
I mean,
They were trying to battle back to 500 in game 10.
you know she was used to that.
They lost.
It's Wayne
They
Gretzky.
lost 1-0.
Well, they couldn't play after that, yeah.
Like you're not. That's what you get. You married Dan. You know you're we're opening presents at noon.
On this day in 2010, the Texas Rangers clinched their first ever pennant. 6-1 victory over the New York Yankees, Game 6 of the AL Championship Series. I was there.
That's incredible. I'm jealous of that. Was the hard line there?
I don't know. I feel like
they were on the field for something. One of those games up there because that John Blake got real mad at him.
I feel like
Wasn't that the road Yankees game?
Is that not what this is?
No.
Well,
Okay.
this was the strikeout one, right?
Yeah. Wasn't this A-Rod striking out?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's
One famous wedding on this date.
Event or something.
No, they were at Yankee Stadium and went on the field, and John Blake freaked out on him.
Famous wedding on this date, 2001, Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf.
I'm reading a book about him.
Yeah.
And then today is October 22nd, this day in Dumb Zone history.
I think we got our first anchored phrase on this day in 2020. And we didn't know what it was, but abundance of caution.
Okay.
You never played that video of me accidentally inventing anchor phrases like on Cirque
yet.
TV 20 years ago?
Not yet.
I sent it to you.
We have this other audio of you.
I think we got to go.
And then this was a dark day because Quibi got shut down on this day.
Oh, no. We had raised so much money. Quibi. God. Money is fake.
Quibi's not Tubi, right?
No, Tubi's what
my kids are really
yeah,
into.
Quibi they were
a short.
Yeah, it was phone content. It was short, and I think
They had big backing too, right? Like
huge, dude.
Yeah.
Huge. But the problem is you couldn't repurpose the content. So everybody who watches stuff on their phone, that generation, they want to be able to take clips and screenshots and repost them and share them. But they disabled that. Just like YouTube TV does or something. So it failed. And I think they also had some, now this is a good idea. I've always thought this, and there's no question you have as well. TV and movies should lean a little more into choose your own ending.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pretty
That's
sure
ridiculous. Why?
Quibi had some options where you could like choose which direction the story was. Because I loved Goosebumps.
Yeah, Black Mirror did that too, right? With
the Christmas one, or what was?
I've never been able to access that or do that on my Apple TV. Have you?
I never did. Yeah, I remember doing that.
I don't have Apple TV. but-
Okay. I wonder if it's because of my anytime I've fired that one up, I can't do it.
Yeah. It's cool.
And I'm also just kind of an idiot.
Mhm.
So it could be that.
You didn't have to agree so quickly.
Today's celebrity birthday, or was that it?
Yep.
Celebrity birthdays, Hugh Jackson, 60.
I think I bought a cameo for you one time from Hugh Jackson.
I do have a cameo from Hugh Jackson somewhere. Ichiro is 52. Robinson Cano, 43.
Man, he's so good.
In fact, better war than Ichiro. Can you believe that? Isn't that surprising?
That is surprising.
68.7. Ichiro is 60. Is Cano a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, literally in already? Or you're just saying
no.
in the Blake opinions?
Yeah.
Because Ichiro was first ballot, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't get 100% of the vote because of a baseball writer.
Who wants to be about them and
Sure.
just tell you that Ted Williams didn't get 100% of the vote. So I'm not about to let this,
Nolan did.
This what?
this foreigner. Why, what were you thinking?
Disrespect. Well, I'm looking through the Dropbox right now. There is a lot of stuff in here that's funny to type in.
Mark that.
When I was searching for Sirois earlier. Here's one that just says Hugh Jackson worst open ever.
Let's hear.
From Hard Knocks. Somebody suggested
it's him,
recently that we should go back and watch that show. And
It's
I think
his
they're
uninspiring
right.
opening speech.
Yeah, we'll get to it one day.
Funny sports name, Ron Tugnut is 58.
Yeah, that was a big one growing up. Penguins or Flyers? Hextall was with Philadelphia for most of the time, but I thought.
I don't know. There's really no way to know. So,
Penguins.
young Dan knows this birthday. His name is Jamie Quirk. He's 71. And I'm like, I think he was on the Cleveland Indians. And in fact, he was on the Cleveland Indians. And as I look into the career of Jamie Quirk, somehow he found himself on the Indians in 1984. He was on the White Sox and the Indians in 1984. He was on the Indians for one game, but I remembered it. He had one at-bat, and he hit a home run. And he was not on the Indians anymore after that, and was never on them before. Like, I don't know how this occurred, but 29-year-old backup catcher Jamie Quirk
had one at bat for a franchise period.
That's really, really
like,
weird.
That has to be a.
Somehow he was on. Yeah, like he only played a few games for the White Sox that year. Other years, he was just a backup catcher his whole life. He'd play 60, 90, 17, 51, 62. Like, he was just a guy that never played a lot of games, but he bounced around. And one year, he found himself on the Indians, and somehow I remembered him being on the Indians and hitting one home run in one at-bat. That's his whole thing.
God, you want to talk about a journeyman career. It's never more than a year in one place. God, that's
his
a life
WAR
right
one year
there.
is -0.5. The next year, it's 0.8.
Just from 75 to 92.
What is your WAR if you have one game, one at-bat, one home run?
Yeah, it's gonna be 0.1.
It's 0.1.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, elsewhere, Brad Stevens is 49. Celtics.
Really weird trajectory, but I guess it's working out.
Bob Odenkirk is 63.
He's so great.
Christopher Lloyd is 87. That's Doc from Back to the Future.
Marty.
That
Big day.
movie rocks. So good. I was telling my kids the other day about how it really kind of summed up everything about the 80s and reminded me when I was a kid when they had video stores. Really a classic. Everyone should watch it with their family. That's better.
That's not Stranger Things. You're just mixing it up. Zach Hansen from the group Hansen is 40. Luis Guzman from Boogie Nights and Other Things is 69.
I used to smoke cigarettes with him.
You know Luis Guzman?
Yeah.
I could see that.
He had a show called Luis for a short period of time, and they shot it right where I worked in the Pico lot in L.A.
Is he cool, dude?
Yeah, he was really cool.
That's all. I'd like to know that. I want to hear that he's cool.
Stairs, and he'd always be there, and we'd have a chat and smoke a Camel Light.
Camel
Light.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Helps you to acquire Camel cash.
Yeah.
What's the
Where else
biggest
are you gonna-
purchase you
where
ever
else-
made with Camel
Where else are you
cash?
going to get a Zippo lighter, if not with a
Dude,
1,000
have I ever told you
Camel
that
cash?
story, Dan, about were you actually into that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you're
had
buying them. You might as well be.
Oh, and I smoked a lot. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
And I had envelopes stuffed with Camel cash. Yes, with dreams of a pool table.
Yeah. Yeah. My my uncle, my mom's youngest brother, is mentally handicapped. It's similar to Down syndrome. And he smoked, especially back in the day, like a lot. And he was like, his whole existence was around collecting, like what Marlboro did it, I
Marlboro
guess.
Miles.
Yeah.
It has to
always
be-
had the
it has to
catalog.
be
He was always
phonetic.
after the next like big item. And it was like, man, this is insane. This is just an odd arrangement. Did you get the pool table?
No, hell no. I definitely got something. It may have been-
Windbreaker.
I might have got a windbreaker. A visor. I think I did get a Zippo eventually. Hard earned.
Jonathan Lipnicki is 35. He's the little kid in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Fishman is 44. He's the little kid on Roseanne. They're not little now. They're big. Carlos Mencia is 58. Also known as Carlos Mencia. We had Joe Rogan in studio the very early 2000s.
Yeah, Fear Factor days, right?
He was on Fear Factor, and the big thing had just come out that he had a camera. I think it's before iPhone.
Yeah, 05.
Or he had a buddy with a camera. As he went up and confronted Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes, like while Carlos Mencia was on stage, Joe Rogan went up there and like kind of confronted him about it. And it became a big thing, and then we had Joe Rogan on very soon after that, and that's like all we talked about.
Yeah, that's wild.
And Joe Rogan's like, boy, I like this like loose form interview type thing. I wonder if
in Texas too. I like Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, him talking to Tom Green is weird, man. That's kind of the beginning of all of it, I guess.
On Tom Green show?
Yeah. Tom Green's live.
Because Tom Green had an early podcast, right?
And he was live. He was taking calls.
Because I remember seeing a Norm Macdonald on there with him.
Yeah. And Rogan's like, wow, this is cool, man. You just do this.
What are we doing here? Yeah. Rapper Shaggy, 57. You like Shaggy?
Yeah, I don't know. He's the impetus for I'm just going to do the rapper birthdays. This guy's like, I don't even know, what is there? There's one song, right?
One.
Okay.
Wasn't me.
And it's not really a rap song? Like,
Rapper
at all?
21 Savage is 33.
A lot. A lot. That
Jesse
one works.
Tyler Ferguson is 50 from Modern Family.
JTF, they call him. I don't know that show.
And DeeZone birthday of the day. Do we have a picture here? We do. Jeff Goldblum is 73.
Oh, wow. Finds a way. What a guy. He's had such a fun career. He's like hot now, you know?
Yeah, when did he make the hot switch?
Yeah, he's always was like on the line.
Like quirky,
Right.
but then
At
he
some
turned
point
into
he
legit
just-
hot for the last...
like spelt.
Yeah.
Was it The Fly?
No, that was in the weird...
Yeah, but he
creepy.
He was all like
famous.
cut.
Yeah, and he's
hot.
hot in Jurassic Park.
Like
He's
he
got
started lifting.
But in the last couple years, he's like a prim, like well dressed.
Yeah.
Like he's a cool guy.
Do you like The Fly?
I don't think I've ever seen The Fly.
Huh.
Denver trip?
Is it great?
Yeah, well, let's watch it on the road.
Make a list. We flopped last time. We did. Blue Collar Comedy. And that was it.
Born on this day, now dead, Daniel Boone.
Probably a fraud.
Probably, but a man of considerable size. Magnus Huss. You know who he is?
Seems like strongman or chess, but I've never heard. I know Magnus, the other one, but
Carlson?
Yeah.
Magnus Huss.
Strongman. Got to be.
This is your leader. He coined the term alcoholism and defined it as a disease.
Yeah, that's my leader.
And then people started arguing in the 1800s about, it's a disease, huh? What if I put you on desert island? Then do you have that disease? What if I put this guy with cancer on desert island?
It's a fair point.
It's a debate.
It is. It's one I'm excited to have.
Embrace. And born on this day, now dead, Gordon Jago.
Oh, respect and salute.
Great man.
Man left this place better than he found it.
I don't want to say I'm glad he died in 2025, but I'm glad he died in 2025 and not like 2012 when he came out to give our little girls soccer team a little clinic.
Yeah.
And he fell down, and he's like 80.
Jeez.
And I thought, oh, my God.
This is it.
What if Gordon Jago broke his hip and then dies because I had him out here running around a soccer field when he's 80?
Mm-hmm.
But he was
popped
fine.
back up.
Let's
not get.
Took a little while, but he's a tall man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great dude. But not alive. Dead on this day stood dead Cleavon Little, the Blazing Saddles sheriff. Can we show Blazing Saddles in the theater today?
No.
Sure.
Well, I mean, it depends on if the theater will say yes. We balked at Lethal Weapon 6 or whatever.
Yeah, we did.
And that was
But
the
that's
right
back-
decision.
That's the old days. Blazing Saddles is back, dude. Also, born now, dead on this day, Dietrich Mateschitz.
Oh, yeah. Red Bull founder.
Hey, how'd you know that?
If anybody
Did
was
you know
gonna-
that?
No.
Okay, I thought you would.
I know it from Formula One because he died like last year, and they did all these tributes and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the co-founders of Red Bull, Austrian.
And Fernando Valenzuela died on this.
Fernando Mania.
Fernando.
The
today.
Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news. Again. the good news again.
Oops. Oh, yeah, that's not news. Damn it. I thought we were on news.
It's okay.
All right.
And that's what happened on this day in history.
Cincinnati Bearcats
And that
score some football
was today
points,
in
boys.
Twitter.
You flipped your triple play in the snap of a finger. And
Dude,
you're
I'm
gonna-
staring at my triple plays right now, and I want a different one.
I think
Cincinnati
mid-show,
5-2
you're
against
authorized
the
to change.
spread. These guys just gave me horrible vibes.
And they were so close to you, and you just, ooh, switch. I love it. You can switch right now. Everyone can still switch.
Closing remarks, despite the fact that it's Travis from Community Mechanical here, we'll give a little quick love to Frankel and Frankel, our personal injury law firm. If you get hit by a bus with a Frankel advertisement on the side of it, you're in luck because you'll just know the number. It's right there.
Right.
But if you get hit by something else and
Jet ski that's not sponsored by Frankel.
then just remember 214 or 817, and then you dial
All threes.
All threes.
Or all tres.
all trace.
Yeah.
That is correct.
I have a friend who's currently working with Franklin. Frankel got in an accident and like shocked at how well like they are going ham for him.
That's excellent.
Yeah. They're the
So
best.
hopefully more of you listening will get in accidents
Mhm.
and that you will be able to call the Frankels and experience the joy that Mike Sirois' friend is feeling right now.
Yep.
The euphoria.
Yeah. It's the best.
Okay,
you just
so
look up and you're like, man, this is what life's about. Working with the Frankels on this.
So Travis brought bros. He brought Drew, who has stayed off the mic, and who's rooting for Baylor. And he also brought Brian. Now, who's talking here? What are we doing? Are we saying goodbye to you? What are we doing?
No, so I'm going to let Brian say a little bit about why he's here and his business that we've worked with. He was a good DF that reached out to us, but I only have one thing, and is I was disappointed that Jake didn't bring up Gretzky's wife. And
Operation Slapshot?
Yeah, he may have stayed, but I'm surprised that he stayed behind because you don't want the wife to give up that she's your bookie.
Yeah, that was a fail on me, but I feel like I have mentioned it a lot. Maybe you guys are tired of it, but we don't talk about it. But Wayne Gretzky's wife was involved in a federal investigation with probably Rick Tocchet, I want to say at the time, who might have been the Coyotes head coach, and it was called Operation Slapshot, which ruled if she wasn't Wayne Gretzky's wife, she would have gone to prison.
And she was booking?
Yeah.
Hockey?
Yeah. I think it was more than
Wayne.
For him?
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is like Otani's translator type situation?
I don't know the specifics enough, but I know that it was one of those deals where it was never going to touch him. But it was pretty clear that he had, like Otani, like Jordan, like these guys can't get enough, right? It happens. Did you see Jordan last night, dude? It's tripping me out.
I just saw like a clip of it.
With him in Tirico?
What, is he getting super old or?
It's just weird, man. Like
just hearing him
I think
talk
this
about
is like
anything
a longer thing for later, but just very few people are that famous but have been out of the limelight for so long that when he does talk, I feel like I'm listening to like Jesus.
Yeah.
Like I'm hanging on every word he says, and you're like, man, that's because we get over LeBron. And even though LeBron's great, I super respect and love LeBron, there is something too, just nobody hears from you, and then you turn into like a deity even more. It's weird. But he's going to be around this.
Like, I don't see LeBron disappearing for 20 years.
Hell no.
Like, you think he's
got to make
he'll up this.
He's got to make it about. He'll keep making everything about him, which is fine if that's what makes him happy. But Jordan, he said he hadn't touched a basketball in 30 years, save for a free throw that some guy had him take.
But it's a weird setup. Well, we should talk to him.
Yeah, and he's going to be on the broadcast or in the studio.
But, okay, so every week it's not just going to be a sit-down with Tirico?
No. Like, he's doing stuff.
Like, he's going to be just one of four?
Right?
See, that's what you just can't imagine, right?
Well, Wayne Gretzky did that, too, and I thought it was weird.
Yeah, and it didn't ever work because they're just too much. It's why Brady kind of doesn't work in the booth.
Yeah.
It's because they're all bowing down. We played the audio the other day, like, hey, man, I'm not going to go at the GOAT. Like, if you're one of four guys, like even Shaq, who is really good, like that's not the same, though.
Right.
Like, Jordan was better than anybody in the world, maybe ever. And, yes, he's going to be because are you going to argue with Jordan?
Right.
If he said something about basketball and you have a counterpoint?
Yeah, it's a bad plan for productive talk. But, yeah.
Anyway, remember we were in the middle of talking about Brian and
yeah, so I'm going to head over to Brian here.
Okay. So you hired Travis?
Yes, I did. So, yeah, I want to thank these guys, Community Mechanical, for coming out. They put a new HVAC unit on a business I just purchased in Plano. And they did an awesome job, helped me out with some price. These headphones are weird, dude.
Really? You want these?
The headphones, yeah. They did an awesome job for me.
Should be all right without them.
But really appreciate bringing me in here, and it's been quite an experience, especially getting to see Dan in action live.
Whoa.
I know.
How about that?
Not knowing that Denver is north
Shocking.
of Dallas was
True.
pretty surprising. So
it's always something.
Yeah. Seeing that in person was awesome.
What is this business of yours, or do you not want to promote it?
No, it's called Next Gen Fitness, and we're at Preston and Park in Plano. And we focus on private personal training. So you've got your own personal studio in there, your own trainer, one-on-one. Come in for a 45-minute session. We'll get you in shape.
And if not for Community Mechanical, you'd be sweltering.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You'd be dripping sweat. You would. So they put in the HVAC unit.
Yes.
Okay.
But without you guys, I don't think I would have Next Gen Fitness.
How is that?
I've been listening to you all for a really long time. And I went through my own non-compete situation about 15 years ago.
With what? What was the
rather not talk about it at
Okay.
this exact moment, but I got crushed by those guys. And so it was really inspirational seeing y'all fight a big fucking corporation and win. I know it cost you a ton. I didn't realize you could finance something like that. Maybe I would have fought it or something, but you know, it sucks going through something like that. And then seeing what y'all have done with this new enterprise, going out and learning about business. I love the Business Wednesday.
We know so
segments.
much.
Well, you're learning so much, and you admit that you don't know a fucking thing a lot of times. But the network that y'all have built, I've used Community Mechanical. I used Josiah. He's put just one door at my house, and he did it in one day.
Nice.
Thank God.
And,
Wait, you got a free one in the bank?
Well, it was a French door, so maybe it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you give me the free door.
That door, bud.
I'm looking for more
soup at my wedding.
We talked about this on the game stream. Jake was going to get one door and give me the free one, and like we want to get enough people to get one door, and they could all give me their free one, and I'll get all free doors.
Yeah.
Huh?
They do the 3D measurements, so only going to fit at one house. You know, you can't just move.
It's
around.
custom.
Oh, damn.
But I also use the risk agency.
Maybe I'll just get the 2D.
Nobody else. I couldn't get an insurance policy on this business. I couldn't open my doors, and then I heard a commercial here, and I called them up.
Okay.
Within 30 hours, they had me fixed up, and I was able to bring people in because you can't work people out without liability insurance.
Sensible.
Yes.
Sensible.
Yeah. So, you know, just what y'all are doing, I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Keep it up. I'm going to lunch tomorrow with these guys. I think building up the local network of entrepreneurs and local ownership it's a really cool thing, and I appreciate being a part of it. This is a new experience for me, Next Gen Fitness, owning my own business. It's pretty terrifying.
Are you a personal trainer yourself?
No.
Okay, so you own the business, but you hire personal trainers.
Yeah. I've got a killer manager. I've got a great team over there. My goal for them is to set them up for success.
Was it already called Next Gen Fitness?
Yeah, so it was actually an existing location that was kind of struggling.
Okay.
And so I was able to swoop in and buy it.
Nice.
And
is this a hostile takeover?
No, it was
I don't know what that
friendly.
means.
A coup?
Yeah.
No, that's really kind
coming
of
in
you to
and
say.
selling everything for parts and downsizing.
What percentage of wives with a personal trainer are sleeping with them, would you say? Not next gen specific.
Yeah, zero. Yeah. It does not happen.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly
That's
think
more
about it a
tennis
lot.
pro.
Yes.
Don't you think? I don't know. It just feels like that's more leads to that because
It's just always like
let me hold your hand. This is how we do it.
Or
you know?
karate instructor.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If once your lady gets into
Yeah.
karate, you're done. Everyone.
But either
knows
way,
that.
what's the difference? If she's burning calories,
There isn't one.
Yeah.
She's happy.
If
either
she's
way.
looking good, you're
Yeah.
happy. You know.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Do you have
I mean,
just dude personal trainers, or do you have ladies too?
We have ladies too. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Jake.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You're just thinking it's all horn dogs, and you're worried about sending your wife over to Next Gen Fitness.
Who said anything about worried? I was trying to scope out the scene over there and offload her. I don't.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Workouts are
good. How do people find you?
Next Gen.
You want them to?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
nextgenfitness.com/Plano.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Promo code Plano.
Yeah.
Plano Town.
Stick around for Plano 50. All right.
All right. Well.
Adios.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta
Thanks,
go
Mike.
before this becomes a
Yeah.
zoo.
Have fun in Denver.
My video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
South Lake sunrise, caffeine, nicotine in the plan. The crew and gear all loaded in the broke down van. Headed north to the clean mountain air of Denver. We are gonna wanna stay there forever. The DeeZ crew is at it again, and this time we actually have a plan. This time we are driving, no one here is flying. Gonna get up early and stay up late. Whatever happens, we will accept our fate. We are not gonna be a dumbass. Let's stop and do mass and get some Cheetos, Doritos, and house up burritos. We pull up to the diving bar, neon signs and a beat. puppies, hey, come on in here. Hang with us and I'll buy you a beer. Is he the real deal, Dak Prescott? Or is he no better than Rowdy the mascot? Is Brandon gonna give us a 69? That would just be divine. But we really want a 70. Ooh, ooh, good God that we haven't laid. Ooh, ooh, really want a 70. Ooh, ooh, good God that would be heavenly. They get mad up early on a Saturday. Subby invited us to come out and play. Pikes Peak, Garden of the God, Manitou incline. We're gonna be really high and it's so fine. Pulling into Colorado Springs to take about 100 swings. Ever get the feeling you can't go on? Just remember whose side it is that you're on. You got friends with you till the end. If you're ever in a tough situation, we'll be there with no hesitation. Brotherhood's our rule, we cannot bend. Is he the real deal, Dak Prescott? Or is he no better than Rowdy the mascot? Is Brandon gonna give us a 69? That would just be divine. But we really want a 70. Ooh, good God that we haven't lit. Ooh, really want a 70. Ooh, good God that would be heavenly. Sunday morning and we're all up early. Going to Red Rocks for a workout, surely. Clayton, Dan, and Blake can't make it out, but Jake and Matt are gonna have a badass workout. Cowboys and Broncos on pace for another 40-40 tie. All 70K in the stadium wanna know why. Did the Broncos buck the Cowboys? Or the Cowboys break the Broncos? Please tell us on your show, boy. The trip is done and we had a blast. We did a lot, but that sure went fast. We had some fun and didn't crash. Tons of hot spice and only Dan had new ranch. Can't wait to do it all again. Not sure how soon it will be. Austin, always here to make the drive. Doing my part to help the Dumb Zone thrive.